send you the token.
-1.
What's it?
God damn it, internet! Why? Why you have to be slow today?
I don't know, Jaden. Why don't you tell the stream why it has to be slow today? Because we're live.
Probably because I have something downloading in the background.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. I also
Don't
need to
worry,
drag
I
the king of the
got
pirates.
good. I don't have a good image for this goblin. I feel like I'm sitting for someone. It's whatever. Okay. Now to send this to Bug.
So this is the person who's actually supposed to be in the steering wheel. So I'm moving purple. Because he's actually the captain.
There, I sent you the token and the picture of the goblin. Because I actually
don't
like
have
to look
time
at
to
that goblin.
upload that right now. We're live.
Yeah, I know, but I have it all here, so we can do that later.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's a cool image. Definitely. Wait, is that taken from Critical Role? Or
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I thought one of the dogs got in.
Anyway, hello everyone. I'm your host, Bugboy1014. We've been live for a while now.
Yeah.
But this is one of the more scuffed days. Yeah, we're earlier than usual. So there was a vote in not Dungeon Master Chat, in D&D announcements of whether people want us to start earlier or not. 3 people voted yes, 2 people voted no. Everyone who didn't vote, I'm pretty sure either didn't see the vote or just chose not to because they didn't have a stake in it. Because I know at least Dragon Town did that.
Is given time really
to Guildfly is excited by the fact that there's a goblin.
because some people don't get the chance to vote because they don't have right
KK's token.
or they don't have time to choose.
It's broken.
Everybody else's voice.
Kukek did break. Also, yes, I can hear you, dear. The vote was there for at least the entire week. So.
Not a week. I was.
Yes, it's been there since the previous Timeline 2 session.
Okay, I don't.
Broken.
This is a dark day.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is a dark day today.
We lost
KK's
Kekek.
token is broken.
Oh.
Yeah, it was there since 1/27. So, it's been there since not yesterday, but 8 days ago. It's been there for 8 days. So if you didn't have a chance to vote, that's not my fault. Regardless, dear. And also, I pinged people multiple times in that segment. So, anyway. Yeah, Dark Days, Kekek is broken. Apologies.
Gokurai having only 60 hit points feels wrong.
Oh Lord,
Where is it?
Kekek is dead. He has fallen, and he can't get up.
He needs some milk. Welcome to meme time, where we say memes.
Evidently. And you're actually joining us today. Go ahead and drag
Hello.
your character out into the deck of the ship if you want to.
I will wait a little bit.
Okay. Whenever you feel.
You mean the death pose?
The death
Oh
pose,
god
yes.
damn it! Again, this my token doesn't want to update to my right HP value because I have 105, not 60.
Yeah.
They fixed it. Oh, and my AC is incorrect.
Welcome to Roll20, doing stuff that we don't want.
Yeah.
There
One
we
thing
go.
I had to do with Kai to fix mine is I just had to go into his thing and say remove the current token and then use selected token. Just add the one there. Now I've fallen. I can't get up. Santo. That's what
There we
Guild
go.
Fly
I'm
said.
good now.
I think
I'm all
the
good.
tokens. I think the token on Zokurai forgot the boon for giving it like 400 hit points.
Yes. Also, I think I know why Kakek is broken, and I'm sad if it's the reason why.
Why?
I was cleaning out my D&D folder before, and I
Oh,
might
no.
have accidentally deleted Kakek.
You are the non-believer.
I'm sorry. You
Keep
can
it
send me
in.
the image again and I'll fix it.
Don't worry. Honestly, he probably needs an updated picture. Also, he needs to level up. Fuck.
Not. I think it's too late to worry about level up effect.
Yeah, I'll level him up later.
I guess if we have a long break, which we might, because if we're going 4 hours, we're going to end at like 2 p.m. without having lunch or something.
Yeah. So we're probably going to have how this is going to work. It's probably going to do about 2 hours of stream and then have like a 15-minute to 30-minute intermission. And then another 2 hours of stream is what I would hope to have happen. What do you guys think?
I'm perfectly
And
okay
then we
with
will
that.
end at the hour we ended up ending at most of the time in the recent sessions.
Yeah.
Kick, why?
So yeah, Jaden, if you can send me the image again. And I will fix
I
it.
could just send you.
Yeah, send help shared. Be looking around and saying,
I can send it to you later. Not right now. It's fine.
okay. Right now, Kakek is busy. He is off on an infiltration.
Kick has found a river at Lego City.
He is stealing the cupcakes.
He is
Also,
stealing the cupcakes!
Rat is a little large. Oh god, that. Why did you move him right when he did that? There we
It's
go.
all-
Too big.
Bonk.
He is
Suddenly,
too,
he was
is
massive.
too big.
This
The
is
only big
horror.
one here should be Kevin.
Suddenly,
He's the only big boy.
pineapples.
Anywho, so does everyone know what the heck's going on? Cool, get off the wing.
You kids tell me what to do. You're not my dad.
Watches him plummet to the ground as we're currently 100 feet in the air.
He
I
has
went,
wings.
I mean, we are like 500 feet above ground because the magical cavity is in the air.
Right, 500 feet, not 100 feet. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I think
I am doing something.
I remember it's 500 feet because when I got the Cape of the Mountebank, I was like, "Oh hey, I can just barely teleport into the magic capital from the ground."
Alright, what was your question, Rebel?
I am doing something which I put in chat.
Yes, I saw. I haven't gotten everyone organized enough that they aren't just goofing off and actually getting to the I'm trying to get everyone. I'm trying to corral cats right now. I'm trying to herd cats.
We're dealing with a cat right now in brain.
I'm dealing with a group of cats. They're all tired and wanting to do their own. One fox.
Sounds
One
about-
screaming fox.
as soon as I hear a fox screaming, I actually put Konako down.
Okay, it's 2 foxes that have just appeared. I
Ugh.
summoned the foxes.
A sly fox who kidnapped Clocksworth just to do like
Oh yeah, I
experiments
forgot that
on
was
him.
I forgot
Yes,
that
that
was a
happened last
thing.
edition. She just
So-
kidnapped Clocksworth to do research.
So
Yes, that
that-
was.
Like,
So
wait, what happened?
the little fox is Sly Cooper in disguise.
That literally happened. I'm pretty sure.
We'll get
Canada
those
might need a bit of
hijinks done
explanation.
whenever you finish Surtur's room.
I should be all good now.
We what?
I said we'll get those hijinks done whenever we finish Surtur's room. The hijinks involving what the fuck the fox did in Surtur's room.
I'll just put some scouts and knights around here just for aspect.
Alright, is everyone have all their tokens on here? And is everyone ready to
Yeah.
actually start?
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm
1,
just adding a few
2,
things here and
3.
there.
Yeah, it should be it.
Well, I don't have my token on the board yet, but I will join in it. I will put it in there like after a couple minutes.
All right.
Okay.
So, where we
Oh
last left
yeah,
off.
Kyle, he should be here.
What?
God damn,
Thank
no.
you! You remember Kyle! I made sure that you remember Kyle!
Also,
Kyle's
that
important.
reminded me, Harold and Gerald could be here. Maybe join them.
Oh god, I feared that they disappeared.
Well, him
That's also
remembering
kind of funny.
people reminded me they exist. I would think there would be manning
Also,
the cannons. Or at least the ones up here.
Also, it's kind of funny that this stream. I sent the link to the stream to my cousin because I told him about D&D, and I actually honestly told him to give it a try. And now and this probably his first time ever seeing D&D is seeing myself, a giant ass like a character as a pet mage hunter. That's like the visual depth of itself. A talking bush.
Bonk.
This is a great way for everything to be introduced.
Welcome to D&D, where a lot of stuff doesn't make sense, but we like it.
And the funny part is 90% of the things that are on the screen are in D&D, like actually exist in D&D.
I remember last session I tried to pet Jaden.
He should have been Jaden. I
No
think it was the
pets.
thing. It was like Jaden dodge. Jaden's like, no.
No, he hold posing me.
Yes, I cast old person on you. Jaden does not like being treated like a pet.
Yeah, let's be clear,
Yes,
it's not a whole person, it's whole people.
The only one who's allowed to pet Jaden is his butler.
Good boy.
And Sylvester, to an extent.
Yep.
Because the fuck are you gonna do to an eldritch being who could probably just kick your ass?
I think it's not that he's not allowed, it's just that you can't really prevent him from doing it.
Exactly.
He's probably doing it all the time.
Stop calling me a good boy, Silvestro. I am not a good boy. I am a strong boy.
Very good, strong boy.
Good strong boy.
Yes.
Oh boy, why do I hate you guys?
Alright, well this is the crew that you signed up for in, session 1 of the Oncoming Storm.
I'm just the basically new recruit.
So many characters, we're all derps, yes. Let's do a little roll call on what everyone on the screen are. Yes, that was horrible and grammar. Do I care? No. So,
English.
yeah. So first off, also I get to debut this now. We have Zokarai and Dread up in the crow's.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
I actually installed voice mods so I can do Zokarai's
It's
voice.
annoying.
So
We have Harold and Gerald banning cannons. It's early in the morning, about 9 a.m. Not quite crack of dawn, but just after. Rilo Darkstar, you and what's the name of your mount again? I forget.
Ratix.
Ratix. Okay. We have the little fox. I forget the name of.
Neko?
Kaneka.
Most of
Who
these
is
unnamed
female.
characters on here are the NPCs of Jaden.
I think it would need to be re-explained. I think everyone knows about all the other, like, there are always like heads to each like military side of Jaden's army.
Yep.
And
That
Kaneko
is-
is the head.
Down here it's Jaden himself and Kevin. In
Yes.
by the steering wheel is Kai Azure Black, the King of the Pirates, which is someone that you recruited. We
They're
have
basically the man.
Jesk and what's the other one named?
Vasek.
Jesk and
Jesk
Visek,
and Visek.
which, if you don't remember who they are, they're the people who pulled the carriage.
People. I'm sorry, they're
Oh.
not people. They're doggos. They're good. They're good
Oh
boys.
wow!
Good.
I totally forgot about them.
I
Right.
didn't. I don't
Seriously.
remember. So now they get to rest and sit, and they here.
Let me ask you a question, Jaden. What's their intelligence score?
Isn't Nirma a here? Oh,
No, nervous with Kathangos.
yeah, where are you
Their
again?
intelligence is 3. They're fake creatures, so I don't know if they would have higher intelligence.
They are in the void.
Right.
Because they were the ones that Sylvester gave to Jaden, and we basically said, "Oh, we could just stat them as the dire wolves."
Thing was, Madam had asked you a question.
They're Feywild spirits as well as direwolf.
You told me
yeah.
that she doesn't speak in the void. Doesn't she speak in the void? If she's with him?
So far, she has not. She has stayed quiet so far. If
Well,
want her
because you
to,
told me
can
that she
next-
doesn't speak.
But we're not doing stuff in the void this session.
Okay, I'm just saying.
It's a lot
Okay,
of-
anyway, I don't know why you felt like bringing our DM conversation into the voice chat. But yes, what the hell was that? Yes. I forgot what we were talking about. What were we talking about, guys?
Space.
Introducing the crew. Currently on Kai.
yeah, introducing the crew.
Ah, yes. We have
I
the
know it's an
Phantom and
important character who
Edward,
needs.
who
Yes.
are
Because I'm-
constructs made by Cathangus.
Of course, he made. Of course, he made like an army of constructs.
Listen, when you have it, why don't you just use it?
Because I'm not
good.
you.
Because he read some Nether Scrolls. You don't know what those are.
If you have a whisk, why don't you beat eggs?
That sounds wrong out of context.
Uh,
That sounded worse than I thought it would be.
can you please
Uh,
the DM continue his explanation?
Yeah, I'm continuing. We have Red the Darkstar, who is a visitor from a different land, who who relatively recently revived in the group and is not in their original form because they got cursed. Sylvester's below deck, doing his own thing.
Of course, he is. He loves to show off.
Well, right now he's sleeping. And we have
Like I said,
Dracul, who's
showing off.
up here and
Lazy.
is currently wearing a 3-piece suit.
Professor's
So we
gonna
do
avoid
cactus.
taxes.
No, that's Thoru, not Sylvester. Get it straight.
No, Silvestro has been committing a lot of tax evasion.
Do you think Sylvester has to pay taxes? He's
Yes,
rich
yes,
and
why
important
not?
enough that he doesn't have to pay taxes anymore. Look at our world's economy. How many rich people actually have to pay taxes?
I think he should, and I think he does, because it's everyone
He should.
does. So
Everyone
I
pays
know. I
well,
was
he's
making
kind
a
of dumb that
political
he
joke.
doesn't.
I was just making a political joke.
tax the rich. Or tax the lazy.
tax the dragons.
Yeah. For the most part, there isn't really much in the way of taxes in my actual campaign setting outside of organized cities, and Sylvester doesn't live within any organized city, so he's fine. Because he lived in his own cave, which is technically in the Feywild, so it's under the Feywild's tax jurisdiction, which it doesn't have one.
No, every world has tax. It's just the tax that they have is different. Their tax is in how many people that can they trick in a day.
Nope, that's not true in D&D, but okay. Anyway, so, where we last left off, everyone was getting introduced to the airship and to the pirate captain. And Zokai's been kind of missing or quiet for a long while now. What's the general atmosphere of the opening of the morning? It's kind of cold. There's a bit of dew in the air, and you're still docked in the actual port. You haven't set sail yet, as he was inspecting the ship to see if it's sea ready, which
Sky.
in this case air ready.
Sky worthy.
If the
Yeah.
ship could ship, would they ship?
Oh yeah, and Billy. I also got Billy. Carl and Billy. I forgot. I rolled 2 awakened bushes.
I think that's the term for it. Ship shape.
Ship, that's it.
Oh,
Also,
God.
yes, Guildfly, I am seeing what he's saying. I just don't comment to it. Guildfly is currently watching the stream and is commenting on it. Says, all good dogs gonna bark like, leave him do it.
Mine is just scratching on the other side of the door. For some reason, I put him upstairs with my brother, and he immediately went back down, even though I closed my door, and he decides to stay downstairs on the other side of my closed door.
Interesting.
You're his favorite.
If the ship can ship, it will ship as it ships.
So do I roll anything for what I'm doing?
Do you roll anything for what?
For what I'm doing?
Oh, no, not currently. Because it's casual. It's not like you're investigating a dungeon or something. Unless you are cautious about the current situation, but I don't know why you would be. Go ahead.
That I
No,
initially
stretching.
to this world, so I don't know what could happen.
This is Jaden's ship. Do you not trust Jaden?
I kinda.
Okay, then sure. Give me perception, I guess.
Why is he rolling deception?
Because he's evidently paranoid about Jaden's ship and wants to inspect it to make sure there isn't traps on your ship.
Okay.
I don't know why he's doing this either. But he wants to.
I wonder if he understands that Jaden didn't build the ship Silvestro did.
Right, but he still said it's your ship. That's why I'm calling it your ship.
Yeah.
I mean, characters can be wrong sometimes.
Sure. You notice that the only traps that seem to be set up are below deck specifically, and it's a few glyphs of warding that seem to be set up by Clocksworth. Beyond that, there's nothing here, and also the triggers on those specifically exclude you, Rattle.
Wait, what? You never told me that.
I figured you would exclude everyone in the party for those glyphs of warding, unless you wouldn't.
I wouldn't have put glyphs of warding on the ship because the ship would move and therefore cancel out the glyphs of warding.
That's why I said below deck. As in, like, in the pocket of it.
Yeah.
That's
Wonder-
the only
wonder
traps I could
why.
think of. I thought I'd bring those ones up.
I wonder why Clocks had created glyphs of warding. I wonder why.
Ship, stop.
I will inform the others about the warding. Just the party, that's it.
Please don't cast Identify on the glyph of warding because even I don't know what the fuck is in it
Why
now.
are we doing that?
I don't know why everyone's talking about stuff and doing this sort of stuff, but I'm just trying to get the actual session started.
No, I'm just informing them about the warding. Not telling them what they do.
Okay. I don't know why you're so paranoid about this anyway, but sure.
Okay, I found the. I'm gonna pin this for a second.
It has been 35 minutes, I want everyone to know. And we haven't even started.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I barely said anything because I want to get started.
So, as I was saying, yes, the morning is cold. It's a bit rainy. It's probably going to rain soon. Sorry, it's a bit damp. You can tell it's probably going to rain soon, though not much. and Kai is currently at the steering wheel, but the ship is still docked. What is everyone doing? It's about 9 in
Who
the
is
morning.
next to him, talking with him? Meanwhile, the Phantom and the Edward are just examining the ship further, just seeing what makes it tick, basically.
Buddy and Carl are just standing on the two one of the boats here, just doing nothing, probably doing cha-cha slides.
Just slide.
I don't know. They're not really doing much. They're just there. They're just vibing.
Zuckrai and
Kaneko is
Dread
doing
are
her
just
usual-
quietly sitting up in the crow's nest, which is why I have them on the
Right.
mast currently.
That's on.
Also, Kaneko is doing her usual thing, is experimenting on Clocksworth to see what makes him, tick.
So what the
Concluded.
Phantom and Edward are doing with the ship on Clocksworth. Got it.
The funny part is there actually is a ticking noise coming out of Clocksworth.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Forgot that.
Yes, because you're a Clockwork Soul Sorcerer, there is actually a ticking noise coming out of you.
Yeah, just because someone mentioned tick, it just probably rang a bell in you.
Yes, it did.
Given it
what's the
seems
time
very
clock,
much,
sir?
given how me it seems to be, I'd probably be trying to gain temporary hit points while I can't while I can't heal from my own own vital sacrifice to see what the hell happens.
You probably also use the chef feat to go make snacks, knowing you.
Yes, I literally wrote the treats into my inventory because I'm like, well, technically I can regain temporary hit points that way. If it works with vital sacrifice, I might as well just eat one after doing the vital sacrifice.
Right. Also, Fox, did you see what I DM'd you earlier today about the object HP?
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that later if that's okay.
That's fine. I made a small nerf to constructs in my campaign, which I'll go ahead and say now because I haven't put in D&D announcements yet. Basically, you know how normally when an item is magical, it multiplies its HP by 10?
Oh.
If you don't know about that, then go to handouts items. There's something called items, weapon, and armor durability. It's covered there. Normally that applied to constructs, but since then, I've nerfed it so that for constructs it's only a 2-time instead of a 10 times.
So constructs don't have thousands and thousands of HP.
Yeah. For example, Dread, when I recalculated his because of his new body, he currently has 504 instead of what it was before, which is 4,000 something for a little homunculus. That seems a little ridiculous. Granted, he is made of adamantine currently, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Also, yes, I have new images for Zuckrai and Dread. Yay.
I'm trying to get Baltex inside.
His what is his eye?
Inside.
Chat.
Oh, you're right. It's inside. Okay, so you can go ahead and just delete his token then if you want him to be inside the ship. Yeah, there you go. So Radix is back inside the ship. Harold and Gerald are currently just kind of sitting by some cannons. Probably, I think Gerald is currently like juggling cannonballs.
Kidding.
Of course he is.
Nothing bad.
And Harold is reading a book.
Nerd.
Dracul is trying to talk to the captain, Jaydon, and Kevin. What are you two doing?
We're walking up to the captain.
Okay. Clocksworth, you're currently being pulled away by a fox and surrounded by 2 wolves and a warlock, it looks like.
Yes.
Training him.
When
I
I put my character there, I didn't expect to be surrounded in this way. I mean, the awakened fox makes absolute sense, though.
Yeah.
She's still experimenting on you.
And there is also, I will say, by the way, Oh, and there is also a surprise guest on the actual ship, which I'll get to in a second. I'll put one on each mast because it's technically 2 crow's nests. As someone else also for once actually comes out and says hi. Let me find them.
Is it me?
It can be you if you want it to be, but that's not who I was thinking of.
Okay, so I can wait a little bit more. Okay, got it.
It could be you. It could be me. It could even be.
Silvestro.
Oh,
He's actually on deck now. He came out of his lair for once.
hey, big
Oh,
guy.
cool.
Straight on us.
That's it. Water didn't go. Well,
I said, hey, big guy.
The reason why Silvestro is here, Silvester's not just here, by the way. He's climbed up halfway up one of the masts. It's just kind of hanging there from one of the masts of the ship.
Of course he is.
Hey, Sabanto. Silvestro.
Silvestro.
Nirvana.
He says, "What can I say? Even I want some fresh air on occasion."
Okay.
It was me, Harry. Thank you, Guildfly. I appreciate that one.
I think,
Jaydon would.
What were you gonna say, Radix?
I sent, Ratix inside.
Yes, but what were you going to say?
That's
Oh,
what I was saying to Sabanto.
Okay. Well, now what were you gonna say, Jaden?
Jaydon, when Sylvester says that he also needs a breath of fresh air, Jaydon would be like, "Yeah, a breath of fresh air in a false form."
He just kind of looks at you and goes, "You think this is a false form?"
Did you, okay, wait. When you said that, because the way you worded it sounded like he actually was like he had his head peer, out as the ship.
No, he fully came up on the top of the ship in his true body, and is now climbing up the mast as a full dragon.
Trey would look at this as like, yeah, people are definitely going to be staring at the airship now. Just squints at Silvestro.
And do you give me a perception check? Actually, I want to see if you see the reactions of people outside the ship, because you're technically in port.
17.
17. You look out and you do see there's a lot of bewildered faces watching, but there's also a lot of people who are just going about their business.
Yeah, this is normal.
And
Jay would like look at them and then look at Sylvester. It's like, Sylvester, don't change your form.
Sylvester says,
I'm being indecent.
Why should he?
We're being what?
"Do you really think that none of them know who the hell I am?"
Yes,
Isn't
but I
Sylvester
don't
a
like people
faction
just
leader?
staring at the ship. I already know you have a very weird fan club.
And then Jaden, give me a dex save.
Dexterity save.
Pie in the face again.
Oh,
Not
no.
high enough. As a giant steel version of Sylvestro's head falls out of the sky and lands on Jaden, having come from somewhere in the city. And you take 3d10 bludgeoning damage.
Let's see. Let's see how much I can reduce that.
That was unexpected.
Yep, that's reduced to 0. That is added to my temp HP.
Okay,
Ow.
explain to me how that's reduced to 0. Like, how much can you reduce?
21.
Is that okay? Wait, here's the question: is that a magical one or is it?
It
Non-magical.
is not magical. No, it is regular falling damage, so it's not magical.
Okay, so it's the damage I can reduce. The total damage I can reduce is 22.
Okay. Forgot about that.
One under. Yeah.
Are you sure it's from
My armor.
any sort of damage and not just attacks? I know my glorified only.
Slashing, bludgeoning, in general, I take 19 less from any sources, but if the source is from slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing, which this is from bludgeoning, I would take 22 less.
But
Okay.
glorified can only be used against attacks. And this is not an attack.
It does not say. It says I take 22%, 22, not 20%, 22 less damage from slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing. It just says that in general.
Okay, well, yeah, because what Sarah pointed out before, that glorified technically you can, like, let me go look at the rules for glorified. Either way, doesn't matter. Point is, you got a giant steel head falling on you, and you managed to not take damage.
So, is there another reason you were caught here?
I don't know what your question is. I can't hear you.
Is there another reason Sabato came here for?
Is one of the plot points gonna be that Rattle does not know how to say his name?
Professor, sorry.
It's fun.
No,
Cervantes.
I like the idea that every time when he tries to say Sylvester, he says a completely different name. It's like Selvin, Zelftro, Sullivan.
Silvante.
That
I just said that!
that sounds like a fun trope to have in the campaign. Just the one guy who can't name the dragon properly.
Also, yes, I know you said that one, Fox, but people didn't react to it before, so I say it again. Silvestro says, to answer your question, Randall, I am here because I feel like it, and because I want some fresh air. It's been a while since I've flown through the sky. For you, Jaydon, that head isn't from nowhere. You should recognize it. Give me a history check, Jaydon.
Okay.
History.
It's missing an ear.
It's not missing an ear, notably.
Eric!
Because it's made from before he was missing an ear. 26. You do, in fact, remember. This is actually from the outside of the schoolhouse building that you went to before in the Magic Capital. It was on the top front of the building as part of the name of it. Yeah, Sylvester's a well-known figure. Okay,
Yeah,
he's not necessarily
no.
well-known, but he's an image that people have seen. There's not a lot of people knew there was an actual dragon corresponding to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Jaydon knows that. It's more he wants Sylvester to change form because he doesn't like just being watched. He doesn't enjoy that. And Sylvester just doing this makes it worse.
I'd like to think that Sylvester could read your mind enough to know that and just says in
Wait,
response.
he can't!
He
I
can't.
don't mean literally. I mean
Entire
as in he knows
flight
Jaydon well enough
fight.
to be able to
Yes.
guess that.
I'm pretty sure the ship made of chlorophyte that, and I think I
Auric
wouldn't
masks.
be surprised if it was more int.
Surtur, Auric masks.
Oh, you changed the Auric masks?
Oh, dude, the Auric. Oh, wait, the Auric masks no longer. So here's the thing: Auric masks don't have the Ring of Mind building thing. I forgot that. I always thought they did, but then Plotter pointed out nothing in there actually says they do. It
So, yeah,
prevents you from being targeted by divination magic, but it doesn't prevent your mind from being read. As long as it's not specifically targeting you, it can read it.
As long as it's not specifically targeting you with divination magic, which chlorophyte is not divination magic.
Right, the detect
Also,
thought spell is, but not chlorophyte. Sorry, go ahead.
Where's the
Does
thing?
mean that Kaneko has been being probably the entire time she's been with me.
Oh right, I need to. Wait. Quick question: does this count as a new day, or is this still the same day?
Yeah, it's
New day. We're 9 a.m.
Yes, and I acknowledge that.
Okay, if it's new day, then let me roll this. So I can't
yeah,
remember
Dracula just said something to Kai, by the way.
Okay.
We'll get to
I
the
hate
conversation between Dracul and Kai in a second. I want to make sure everyone else is done first.
After the conversation with Kai, I'm going to hop in.
Okay, so, Sevesto, Jaden, and Rattle are talking. While this is happening, Kai has been sailing the ship, getting a feel for it before they actually set off. And Dracul comes up and wants to have a talk. Because I don't think I don't know that you're walking up here.
It's not a problem. I apologize for yesterday. But you know what they say. Does the black void glow after all?
I mean, true.
The black
And then he
void?
stops and thinks about what you said.
Dracula just has a smug smirk on his face.
Rattle, what were you asking?
The black void?
Yeah. Don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's why I was acting a character.
So, Dracul, you heard Rattle in character ask what that was.
Oh, it was just something I was told in stories. Nothing of concern.
He looks at you and just kind of says, "Okay, what do you want?"
What is on you?
You
You know I have a hit on, right?
And who gave you it exactly?
You know who? You know who?
Why? He can work. He's worked with me before. Why is he putting a hit on me now?
I don't say anything. I'm just a collector.
Dracul, give me a stealth check, and everyone else, give me a perception check to see if you can hear this.
What am I rolling?
Perception.
Perception.
Bless you. My wife.
I don't think anyone can beat that stealth.
I forgot that Dracul has a plus 28 to stealth. Jesus.
Why does he have a plus 28?
Because he's
Holy
made
cow.
for stealth.
He has
Plus
expertise and a plus 10, as well as I think advantage.
But where does that? But then where does the second plus 4 come? 4's proficiency. He has 24 modifiers on the other
He has
side.
a 30 in depth.
I understand expertise. I know expertise. You have double proficiency and all that. That makes sense. The
He has
20 makes
plus
sense.
10 from the ability, plus 8 from his expertise, and then plus 10 from an epic boon.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's fun. I'm just letting it. He has an epic boon specifically to increase his. It does a couple of things, but one of them is increases his stealth.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't fully understand. Like, how the hell does he have so much stealth?
That's how
I don't
he
know
has
the
the help from high places. Remember when you guys got epic boons before? He got one in stealth.
Oh, that's what he got. That's what that does. Okay. Because
Yeah.
I know I have like plus 13 perception and plus 13 persuasion, but that's because of my Auric mask.
Yeah, it's also the reason why he has a dex of 30. Is because of the same bit. So there we go. Anyway, he is sneaky indeed. So none of you guys are able to hear this, but they're having a conversation at this point.
Even though I'm the closest to them.
It says, why is he putting a hit on me? What does he want?
Dracula just casually shows the list, like hiding it from everyone.
Jaden, you're walking up at this point, are you?
Yes.
Okay, give me a perception check for the list. Dracul, you don't get a stealth check in this case. Just give me a set DC.
Do I roll as well? Since I'm still looking?
You're not walking up onto the deck of the ship right now, are you, Rattle?
No.
Jaden is not paying
Damn it, why are you
attention.
perceptive? You're not perceptive. Why?
I think he's just thinking too much about Kakek right now.
The morning of Kakak!
He lost
I
his
like to think that
face.
Kakek in universe just has like a flu currently and it's bedridden. Like in universe, he's just bedridden with the flu.
It was worrisome about Kakek.
Got COVID.
We don't say, and it's still not a good idea to say that on stream, but yes. Box. Guildfly just said, Dracul, my master, teach me stealth.
Later, okay?
Wow, good stuff. See your thoughts. Love the music too, bud.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll send you. You can check the D&D announcements for the link to it. It is the start of Journey 1, not the ship battle 1. We haven't gotten to a battle yet. Okay, at this point is actually when your character can go. So if you want to.
Yay!
Whenever, wherever, however you want to do it. You're fine doing it.
There.
Burb.
A bird,
Burb
that's
has a
right.
key.
Burb. Why is Burb here? Is Burb a member of J? Isn't Burb member of the Orique?
No. Well, you don't know. So
Why Burb?
Sylvester doesn't react to this, but he does look down and smile at the bird.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Would you like to introduce your character, or shall I do it for everyone?
You can go ahead.
All right, everyone. I would like to present you with a certain character I need to pull up the name of. I forgot what the hell the name was. Hello there, Racing. No, it's not Racing. Jaydon Nuki.
Jaydon.
What is your first name finally?
It's Jaydon Nuki is the name of this character. Judn, by the way, not Jaydon. And yes, it is named after a certain protagonist of a certain show. And this Burb is walking around and is carrying a what appears to be a long. It's not really long. It appears to be like, you know how a quarterstaff looks. Imagine that, but like a lot shorter, and he has one of those statues. It looks a little weird.
A tiny quarterstaff, basically.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Okay.
Except it's slightly glowing for whatever reason.
Another magic user.
And he's currently walking up on deck. He arrived earlier. You did notice him earlier. Well, not really, but he was in the rank of file of sailors that Surtur was watching. That Clocksworth was watching walk in, if you remember. Because you watched the crew join, didn't you, Clocksworth?
Nope, because I was no longer on the deck to Kaneko.
Oh, who was on the deck when that happened? I forget. Was that just Rattle?
I think it was just Rattle.
Okay, so Rattle, you
Ratnick.
saw this Burb earlier when they were walking onto the ship, but they were just part of the crew, so you didn't really take much mind of them.
So another magic user, it seems.
Oh, I have no magic at all. I'm just a normal traveling merchant, you could say.
Okay. My name is Bell Darkstar.
Does the staff appear to detect magic, basically?
You do not see much of any magic emanating off of him. It appears he is correct about one, he is not disguised, and two, it appears he is correct about the fact that he is not a magic user.
Okay. I was more so curious about this. because usually things that emit light tend to be magical.
You do notice that it is magical in nature, yes. It is clearly a magic item. You also see the faint outline of something around it, but like it's connected to the item and it's not really distinct. It's just kind of like a haze, like a faint blurriness.
Okay.
Either way.
Well, nice to meet you, Rattle.
You too.
Dread waves up at you from the deck and says, "Hi, hi, hi." And it's just kind of up there in the crow's nest saying that. Also, how's the voice changer? Is it working? Or
Yeah,
It worked.
Yes, it
echoey?
does. Yes.
Echoing, and that jarred me for a second on how echoey it is.
Okay,
Grab
let me
Jack.
try to fix the echo.
I just have a think that it's dangerous, mostly.
I'll try to fix the echo while you guys are talking. So I'm just gonna let you all roleplay now, and just all of you just talk to the verb. Is that okay?
Jakul just ends this conversation with kind of like, "We'll talk tonight, okay?" When it's
I
alone.
I did
Enough.
tell Lou's character that I have a dangerous deck.
Oh, I'm not interested in buying. I only sell stuff.
Oh no, the way I put it, Jakul just jumped the railing.
roll the dexterity.
Roll an acrobatic check.
Yeah.
He managed to land nimbly on the deck, no problem.
He parkours!
He yeah, free wonder parkours.
What stuff do you sell?
Well, currently I'm low on my thing, so I will have to like gather some materials and some stuff to sell. But you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Jakul just tried to use his mage hand to like grab the staff.
Jekyll, no.
It interests me.
That's not yours.
Dracul, you feel as you're about to do that, you feel something, some stuff impact your hand from above. As you will take. What? I did not mean to roll 1d14. I meant to roll 1d4. Sorry about that. As you will take 4 force damage.
Okay, that's reduced by half.
That's fine. So you took 2 from above, and you look up, and you just see that Dread just kind of looks down at you and is shaking his head disapprovingly.
You don't know me!
And then he shoots another magic missile at you for you saying
He'd
that.
actually catch it. No, he would actually catch it.
Yeah, this time, well, wait. Can gloves and missile snaring work on magic missiles?
No, because it doesn't count as a missile.
I'm sorry, I thought that they did because gloves of missile snaring.
They work on projectiles, but magic missile is an instant hit.
Yeah.
So you try to catch it, and it just impacts your palm and does 5 damage.
Again, reduces it by half.
Yeah, so you took 3 from that.
Or
You gotta-
two, does it?
He just goes, "Stop it, please! Don't steal things."
He was
No.
Is that
It
less
loves his
echoey?
missile snaring doesn't work against the spell that has missile in it. Ooh.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He was about to steal your staff.
The bird will turn around to look at Dracul, giving them a stare.
Cool just casually smirks. What's up?
So, how tall is Dracul?
Dracul is what, 6'4", 6'5" from last time I remember, or is he 8 foot?
7 feet tall.
7 feet tall. That's it.
Okay, so the bird is looking up. Well, yeah, the bird will, like, take out his staff and, like, fiddle with his feathery fingers.
Indeed.
Trying to
Sylvester
get
smirks and says from above, "You are an very interesting bird. You know that?" And that's when you actually look up and realize there's a giant dragon on one of the masts.
Be sure you don't break anything, Sylvie.
You're not my mom.
That is.
I will break
Sylvester.
things if I want to.
This is Sylvester.
I seem bigger.
Judith, make a deck save.
Okay. Like, I was lying, but still.
Oh.
Like, he was right, but still, okay, next save, ignore the name. Okay, that's 11.
You managed to narrowly dodge, as when you mumbled that, you just saw a cream pie fly towards your face. It just appeared like 5 feet in front of you, and it was about to hit you in the face, and you managed to dodge out of the way.
I imagine
I'm
that.
curious, what's the angle on that? Because I feel Dracul might get the pie.
That's
Dracul, make a deck save with advantage.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Dracul would have got hit with the pie.
He can make a deck save with advantage. Because he gets to see the other guy move first.
Come on, roll it.
Well, don't be above a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He has a plus 14 to his deck save.
Oh yeah. There was no point in asking him unless a nat 1 fails on a save.
I just say he casually just noms it.
He uses gloves of missile snaring on it.
You do that for the purpose of taking it. Just thank you.
Wait. Which that means that since he negated all the damage from it, he can then redirect it to somewhere else. Do you want to throw the pie at someone?
Throw it back at Sylvester.
You just casually hit Sylvester back with the pie. Oh my, what new sin to do?
You throw the pie back at Sylvester, and he just opens his
can I
mouth
try
and
to
eats
catch
it in
it?
one bite.
I was asking, could I try to catch the pie for Sylvester?
Bitch, die!
Okay, give me a give me an acrobatics check, Wild Darkstar. You're trying to dive in the way of the pie.
No, I was trying to grab it.
Or, okay, and you try to grab the pie. Mr. President, get down! 3. So, you managed to not grab it, but you put your hand in the way, and it just splatters against your hand that you tried to grab it with. And Sylvester just smirking at the chaos. Pie just shakes his head and says, you all are children down there, you know that?
I'm not a kid, though.
You certainly act like one sometimes, he says, chuckling from the steering wheel of the ship. Are you ready to set off?
Yeah.
I think we are.
No, sir. Jenny would look down at this burb. Says, "You call yourself a merchant?"
Well, currently I'm still trying to get my stock back, but still, I call myself a merchant as I do travel quite a lot and sell stuff.
Question. I have a question for both of you. What's the intelligence
Yes.
score of Jaden versus Juden?
Jaden has an intelligence of 20.
Juden?
Intelligence might is 10.
So Jaden can read Juden's mind because of the
The
chloroform.
surface stuff.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to keep that in mind, Sortu, that he can read your mind.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Jaden's not ready to though.
So, yeah, if you have any thoughts going on, they're gonna be able to read it. Just keep that in mind. Sylvester could already do it, but I knew that one. And so can Kai, actually.
I'm gonna give just Juden the Blue Dragon for Target Doll.
Oh, dumb question. Did someone try to? Did someone ever try to read Kai?
Kai is currently wearing a Ring of Mind jewelry.
So they tried it, and it just did nothing.
They tried, and it just ended up knocking on the door of his brain, and he said no.
I'd low-key say, Bug, the little thing of Dracul at the end saying, we'll talk about, like, the rest of this tonight happen, like, mentally between Dracul and, like, Kai so that they wouldn't tell anyone.
Kai responds back mentally, there's nothing we need to discuss.
Just as long as you uphold your end, I'll hold mine.
I'm giving the bird this the thing I said in chat.
Yeah, you got a Blue Dragon Forge talking doll.
I'm giving it to the bird.
Yes, you give
Well,
it to
thank
Burb.
They will take it and like and do a little bow.
If you want help with trade, Jaden will toss. Jaden would actually toss him the. Would Jaden have a badge basically to represent the Auric faction, or something to represent the Auric faction?
Did you get one made?
I think Jaden would have gotten them made as soon as he formed the faction.
I mean, on one hand, yes, but also on the other hand, how much time has it really been since then? I think it's only been like a day or two.
No, I'm pretty sure it's been like. Yeah, no, it's been. I think it's
Was
been
it a
like.
faction when? Was it already a faction when we fought Lion Fang?
No,
Okay.
it was not back when you fought Lion Fang.
No. It was before we fought for Lion Fang. The faction was formed.
It was formed, but it
Yeah.
wasn't really sanctioned back then. I don't think.
Yeah,
It was sanctioned
I gotta,
afterwards by Tokyo.
yeah, that means I have to whisper something to Jaden right now.
Okay, so that means. I think was it a week or like 3 weeks or something? We had downtime for the airship being made or things like that.
We had a month while the airship was being not while the
48,
airship was being made, but while it's being prepared and stuff.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, months. Then yeah, it would have been a month. So I don't know if the badges would have been made in a month.
Also, I'll just casually point out, Rhino Darkstar still has the deck of many things.
Yeah.
Why don't please don't pull cards from that deck?
He pulled it from
not.
the legendary loot box that you all got a while ago.
Oh God, I smell fire.
It's just in a deck of cards in his short pocket, I think.
My parents are buying. Yeah.
Sorry to hear your parents.
What?
I heard something about your parents being gone.
Oh no, I said my parents are buying.
Ah,
I'm not using it fully besides one card in a different pocket. That I'm saving.
Jaden, read Roll20 chat.
I'm still typing.
No. Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Okay.
If this is something related to reading his mind, Jaden's not reading anyone's mind.
Oh, yes, it is related to reading his mind. You are able to, but you are choosing not to.
Jaden's not going to. No, Jaden's not reading his mind.
Okay.
Okay, so I have to save this for later. Okay, got it.
Yeah, because the only time Jaden will probably do this is if you're doing something suspicious or things like that. He's not
Yeah.
going to try and collect every bit of information from you.
You probably need it more than I will.
But yeah, Jaden. But you didn't answer my question. Would the badges have been made within within a month?
We could say that, sure.
Okay, yeah, because Jaden would toss him the badge of the Auric faction. That should help you doing a better and easier for trading through our faction. I'm allied with almost all the other factions except for the Martial faction.
Yeah, which may or may not have ramifications in the future.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I like to think that
Haha,
Jaden's
very
just
funny.
thinking about all this alone while the burb is just sitting there awkwardly waiting for him to respond. Like, Jaden's
Yeah,
been standing there for like 20 minutes just thinking while everyone else is standing silently.
You know what? Jaden's gonna also add to that pile, and here this should also help with your with setting up your trade route. And Jaden will toss you 20 platinum.
Holy shit. So Mr. Fancy Pants is a rich boy. We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Not really. I still need to convert my electrum. Shit. He kind of he looks at like his 489 like electrum pieces in like one of his bags.
So you don't just throw out platinum pieces like Trump change that easily.
You probably
No,
should.
I don't. But it's honestly fair for a trader or a merchant to have some money on hand so they can buy supplies.
You should probably not phone me or anything. If I'm did it affected by a strange crystal.
Jaden, make a
I
deck
don't
save.
Dex save. For fuck's sakes.
While that's going on, I'd probably be going up to Dracul and casting a Cure Wounds on it.
So you were busy talking about this, and when you talked about the fact of like trader needing money in a platinum piece, Sylvester just kind of smirked and thought, "Yo, you need money," and so he just summoned a bag of copper coins that he then threw at Jaden's head. So,
Jaden attempted to catch them.
no, not with that deck save.
Fuck.
It conks you in the head and roll me 10d100 to see how many copper coins.
Jada gets her Dracula's response. Ooh, money!
Wait. This bitch empty. Yeet.
No, it was 10d100. Roll me 10d100.
No, I was doing a meme.
Oh, okay.
He rolls like 15 coins somehow.
Yeah,
He
it's awful.
rolls perfect. It's all the coins.
It's all 500. Sorry, it's all 1,000.
Dracula just. I love it. Jada gets hit. Dracula's response. Ooh, money!
Draco, that's not yours
Oh.
either.
Money's money.
428. 428 copper.
You have 428 copper in the bag.
Jane will just toss that to the burb as well. Here, it's
Burb,
extra
make a
money.
deck save.
Shit.
Not to see if you take damage, but just to see if you catch it.
Could I help the bird?
You
Seven,
help
no.
them catch the thing? No. They fumble and it falls onto the floor.
Wait.
I did ask if I could help.
Kaneko is going to use her ability and change
Really?
that.
On that?
Yes, and change that 2 to a 17.
Okay.
I did ask if I could help the bird with
Yes,
the money.
I know you asked if you could help, and my silence is implying no.
Oh.
Yeah,
Don't
no, there's
take
no
it
way you
on.
can really help with this.
I think I even asked if Dracul could take some, and the silence I assumed was also a no.
Yeah, no. Because I don't want to
So
derail what's currently going on to just answer all those questions
Yes,
that keep being asked.
17 plus 5 for the burb.
So, you now have a bag of coins, Juden.
Thank you.
Kai
bag
is
of
smirking up there in the steering wheel, just watching all of you. And he says out here, "Hey, Clockman!" And he's pointing to Clockman.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nico just zooming in.
From what I heard, you have a lot of excess spell slots, yes?
Wait, I didn't hear that sentence well.
I said, from what I've heard, you have a lot of excess magical energy, yes? But he's referring to spell
Yeah.
slots.
Yeah, I can. It's a bit rough, but I can reproduce spell slots.
Well, well, follow me then, because we need to get this ship underway, and I need someone to power the engines. And Kai begins walking away from the steering wheel to guide you to below decks.
Okay.
If
But
anyone
Kaneko is
else would
also
like to
just
pour their
going
magical
in.
energy into the generators, feel free to join as well.
Dracul just shrugs. Sure, why not?
Do you even have magic?
More than you think.
Fair enough.
I love how that becomes Rakul's answer almost every time he asks the question.
That is! He's become sassy!
Ask
Also,
a question about Rakul more than you think.
I actually lose character or something.
You
What?
have a jar.
Do you have a jar? Is asking you. Judith, do you have a jar?
I currently don't have a jar.
Or anything that can hold food.
He wants to give you food, I think.
I was asking if they have anything to hold food in.
Nope, I do not.
Do you have a backpack on you? I assume no.
Dracul just
No.
casually would toss a backpack at Juden.
He's a bird. He can't really wear a backpack and fly at the same time.
Oh yeah, I just remembered
You know
something.
what?
Jaden
Fair.
I just remembered something. Jaden can summon 2 Glocks. Forgot he can do that.
Oh, right. It's silly nonsense that you have. Forgot about that. Then again, silly
yeah,
nonsense, and I just realized, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Everyone here is silly nonsense.
We're talking
Yeah.
to 2 constructs as well.
I'm talking to the
We
nonsense
have
timeline.
weird constructs. Jaden can
Literal-
summon like a Glock as well as a fucking like assault. I think he can summon like a rifle as well.
Literally the first thing I did in this session was trying to figure out what direction logic would happen with my nonsense.
I was gonna do this
I
for.
mean, this is D&D. You can't. If the thing about D&D is you can't really expect everything to go. This isn't like Skyrim or anything like that. Whatever the fuck happens, it happens. What the players do affects everything.
Yeah, I mean, literally in Skyrim, there are paths that are blocked by debris. And D&D, the players can just go, well, can we just clear out the debris?
Yeah, it's a wooden door. Can we just break it down? I don't care if it's locked.
This is what we're gonna give Jaydon.
Yeah. While we're all good, we RP like chaotic. Also, he casts good berries. So, you now have 10 good berries, Juden.
And Dracul is back to full because I casted Cure Wounds on him earlier, as I said.
Yep.
Then I'll be following the group.
Dracul, you have full HP now. Also, Clocksworth, why do you have less than full?
Because I am keeping track of, because I would like to have freedom of movement up, and I only have 1 4th level spell slot, so every hour I need to do the vital sacrifice thing, which means I can't heal it.
Ah, true, you can't heal after having that.
Which is why I was asking about temporary hit points earlier. Like, can I gain temporary hit points while I'm in that hour?
Yes. Because they're not healing. But when you do vital sacrifice, it pulls from your actual HP, not your temp HP.
Okay, well, let me change the bars then.
Yeah.
I should be, because temp HP always takes the damage first. I had removed my temporary hit points earlier, so let me just refill the 4 that I had and.
The exception to that little fact is for this, as well as Way of the Eight Gates Monk also has an exception put into it for it. Which are both homebrew subclasses made by me, so I guess that makes sense as to why they're consistent. Sorry, what were you saying?
I had a hand in it too.
Yes, you also had a hand in it too. In both of those, you're a very good assistant DM. If you guys don't know, Fox helps me with almost all of my DMing. As well as Cayenne. Both of them help me with almost all my day at DMing. So, everyone who would like to participate in dumping spell slots can go below deck.
I am.
Edward and...
I just noticed I have 2 dreads out here. I shouldn't have 2 dreads out here.
They're multiplying!
No.
Yeah, I am following the group.
Edricu and Edward are going.
Zokura is staying above deck in the crow's nest.
I added and bypassing temporary hit points in the description.
Harold and Gerald are just kind of still going to stay here because they don't really have spell slots. Gerald's asleep.
Would the Warlocks also be going down below deck to the magic engines to also pump like magic
The
and all
Auric
that?
are already down there.
Okay, so the Auric, but I'm also asking about Jaden's Warlocks.
If you would like them to, you can. They wouldn't volunteer, but if you ordered them to, they would.
Wouldn't Dragon Breath be magical?
Wouldn't Dragon Breath be magical? Yes.
Okay.
Dragon Breath isn't a magical effect.
His total of like.
So, do people remember how many spell slots are required to get this ship running and going?
No.
No, I don't think you
ever said it. Not off the top of my head.
All right, I will pull up the sheet. Again. For those of you who want to reference it, go to useful information, and if you scroll, not useful. Sorry, go to homebrew rules, and if you scroll, there will be the GSS superclass. GSS class supercarrier, which is shit. Where in this does it have it? Fuel cost. 1 spell slot per hour per propeller, 2 spell slots per hour per turbine. There's 8 of each, so that'd be 24 spell slots per hour to go at a speed of 60 feet per turn.
Question is, you say spell slot. Is that referring to like first level spell slots or?
It's referring to. Well, it's referring to first level spell slots. So if you put a level 2 spell slot in there, it will count as 2 spell slots for this purpose.
Okay.
All right, yeah, that's important because that means they will probably pump a lot of their powerful spells into this thing.
Yes.
So it keeps them going for a while.
Also, as Fox had pointed out to me in DMing, you can also pour straight mana potions in there too, and that works too.
I'm gonna use my fire breath for the power.
You need to be dumping spell slots, not just a magical effect.
Yeah.
You can't use your own Dragon Breath to power it because it's not a spell. It's not using spell slots. It's just a magical effect, which is different. This is why things like magic resistance say you have advantage on saves against spells and magical effects, because they're two... Like, all spells are magical effects, but not all magical effects are spells. It's basically what it is.
I only
Yeah.
have three. I only have 6 spell slots left.
Yeah, you don't have to put any in there if you don't want to. It's just if you want to, you can. So yeah, I will say between the Oriq faction, they can pump out about, let's say, 100 and... Let's just say the Oriq, without taxing everything, can pump out about 120 spell slots per day comfortably without having to worry about losing most of their spells.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
So, that means that the Oriq by themselves can get it powered for how long?
5 hours.
Yeah, I'm not gonna help them because my spells are more of ally helping.
Yeah, these spells are more important. Clocksworth, you can probably dump your first level spell slots because what are you using them for?
Yes.
How many of those do you have?
4.
Yes.
He doesn't have 10.
Oh, I thought he
He
had
said
infinite
4.
first level spell slots. So I was like, okay, how many first level spell slots do you have? Yes.
He said 4.
Ah,
I mean,
yeah, no, the
yeah,
epic boon lets
so-
you do first level spells without expending spell slots. It doesn't give you unlimited first level spell slots.
Yeah, he asked for spell slots, not how many first level spells you can cast. If
Okay,
you
so we're up to 124 per day.
He said 4 spell slots.
I think Jane has the same,
yeah,
it's the
so
same
Jaden
one
can
as
also
well.
do it. How many first level slots do you have, Jaden?
4.
Okay, so we're up to 128 now.
Dracul is
And Jane can
4.
also pump into it indefinitely because he doesn't lose first spell slots because he also has that boon, I believe.
The boon only lets him cast first level spells without expending spell slots. It doesn't give him unlimited first level spell slots.
Mhm. I already knew that because I'm partially paladin, so that was relevant to me before with Holy Smites.
Yes.
Yeah, let me actually look into it real quick. Because I might not do it, so I need to actually look through it as well.
I mean, what use do you have for your first level spell slots? Because you don't need them to cast first level spells. Dracul and the Phantom have 4. If you want to dump your 4 into there for both of them, you can.
My thunder smite silver bars, I'll just smite can.
Notably, most of Kai's crew are not casters, so most of them don't even have spell slots to give. Because they're not used to such exotic engines.
Truth of fighting, Crimson Knight, all the frozen resistance
So-
disguise itself, true sight tough.
While he's searching for something, is there anyone else who would like to dump some magic in here?
I'll find up defense. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, bonus spell mastery. First level spells can now be cast at their lowest level without expending a spell slot.
Got it.
Yeah, which doesn't say you have unlimited spell slots. Because you're not casting first level spells into here. You're just dumping first spell slots.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just dump full spell slots because I can still cast a spell without expending any of it.
Yeah, that's the reason why I figured it was free that you and Clocksworth would do that. Because you don't have a use for them anyway, other than smites.
I forgot the Phantom has Thunderbolt.
Right.
I mean, I won't even use. The thing is, I won't even use smite, even for first levels. If I get a crit, I usually go for the Eldritch Smite on top of it.
Do you force your Oriq to spend all of their spell slots, or just what they're comfortable with?
What they're comfortable with.
Okay. And how many warlocks and other sorts of casters do you have at Tasman Jacob besides the Oriq?
I believe there's only 10. I believe there's. No, there's 5. There's only 5 right now.
And what level are they in terms of warlock?
I believe they'd be on the same level as their head, which is 9.
I do not believe so, because House Mandriga does not level with the party.
Okay. Then they're probably around probably 6 or 7, probably there.
Yeah, they're level 6. Kakak is also level 8. I know that still.
Yeah, I know that the heads are definitely going to be at least one level under the party.
Okay, let me look up
That-
what a level 6 Warlock would have. Slots and what level slot they are. Because Warlock slots are weird.
Let me look at Jay, because I think, yeah, Jay's level 4.
Okay, so, Warlock slots are notable. Do you know why, by the way? Because it's actually kind of interesting.
They can recover they can recover their spell slots in a short rest.
Yeah, so basically, if they spend, let's just say that they spend, not all, let's just say that they, just for clarity's sake, spent 12 hours just doing this, where, they dump their spell slots, then take an hour rest, dump it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That would be dumping, 12 hours, so that'd be 12 times, that'd be 24 third level spell slots. Otherwise known as 72.
Oh God!
So that brings us up to 200.
That's 3 more hours.
Yeah, and there's only 5 of them. So I think would you multiply that by 5?
Yeah, we're also multiplying that by 5. 72 multiplied by 5.
Well, that's
Sorry.
20.
72, so it's like 400 something. Let me actually pull out my calculator. So, 200...
360. 360 first level spell slots would be dumped.
They're not first level, though.
Well, no, I said spell slots.
500 in total, counting the previous number, would be how much is currently going in there per day. Assuming they only did this for 12 hours, which I'd argue, yeah, they... And that's assuming, by the way, they're taking a 1-hour short rest between every time they do it. The Warlocks, I guess, are the main engine here.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
yeah,
honestly, given you, it makes sense. So, so we now know who's stumping Fox. So, between Jaydon dumping his first levels, Surrey dumping his first levels, the Auric dumping 120 of theirs, and then the Warlocks just pumping shit into there, we have, in total, 500 spell slots being put in per day, which I can then use to calculate how long that goes for.
Don't forget Dracul and Edward that are dumping their first levels.
So that's another 8. So I'm putting this number into D&D announcements.
21.
508 spell slots per day.
You know what, Jay's gonna be an asshole. Sylvester, why don't you be helpful and also pump some of your spells into the engine?
You were hit directly in the face by a pie as he combined the pie with magic missile, so it wouldn't miss this time. So you were hit directly in the face by a Boston cream pie.
So it's a pie missile now.
Yep.
We have pie missile.
Budget, I'll just say it. He invented a first level spell that is just launching cream pies like magic missile. They don't do damage, they're just funny. It's similar to the summon garlic bread spell. This is the second spell he's invented just for praise.
No. Ironically, it was Cathamus that invented summon garlic bread as a little kid.
Yeah, he just used it. Which reminds me, Ronald, you now have garlic bread. He just summoned some garlic bread for you, Ronald.
Okay.
It is
Jane
delicious.
would wipe his face away from with the pie and just looks back up at Sylvester. Is like, get up with your lazy ass and just help.
I did say something I'm doing in
He
the
says
roleplay
to
chat.
a dragon. to a dragon who is practically big enough to just crush the ship if he wanted to.
So it made the note visible to everyone. This is the summon garlic bread spell.
This is the spell Cathangus made as a little kid.
Yeah.
Did you see what I said in Roll20 chat?
Yeah, how would you react to a giant dragonfly going back to Realm? I don't know. How would you react, Riolu or whatever? No, Jaydon. I forget people's names. I'm sorry.
Oh, so that description does sound like something young Cathangus would like say. You summon a piece of garlic bread from the garlic bread dimension. It's delicious.
Which implies that there canonically is a garlic bread dimension.
And Cathangus knows about it. He just doesn't.
Meaning, funny destination, if you ever do plane shift and it goes wrong, I can just send you to the garlic bread dimension.
Garlic bread is everywhere.
The Spanish lion in the garlic bread dimension.
Oh no. I just imagine there'll be garlic bread people there.
Yes. They're like, why are you eating our children?
You are delicious.
They are delicious. You are the eldritch beings who have been abducting our children with your magic.
Blame Kid Cathangus.
That'd be a funny plot point, actually. I want to make that a plot point.
Oh god, no! Poor Cathangus actually commits murder.
I just thought that back.
Sounds like a Rick and Morty plot.
Not just Cathangus.
Yes.
Young Cathangus also did that.
I
Yeah.
thought of it by accident.
I like to think
I'm
that the
sorry.
reason why he did it is because as a little kid he found a book from the Primaterial world that talked about garlic bread. He never had it before, it wasn't available, so he just wanted to try some and tried real hard to summon some. And then
That was
invented a new
invented-
spell as a result.
The Cathangus puts his mind to something, it just happens. It just works.
It's also, I think, one of the only first level conjuration spells in the game, which is notable. It's also a spell available to all classes, for what that's worth.
And I'm guessing what they come to our world, they are no longer sentient.
Yes, they are mouth-wateringly good, unless I misheard what you said.
They are no longer sentient in our world.
Oh, no. They're not sentient, they're not actual people, that was just a joke. Don't worry, that was just a joke.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Either way, so, how does the burr, react to giant dragonfly flying into his room?
Okay.
There we go. That's how you reacted.
Okay.
Question, Jaydon. Do the wolves have spell slots?
Yes, I believe they do.
What spell
But
slots
they
do they
won't-
have, and
they
how
won't
many and what
help.
level?
They won't help. They're gonna keep all their spell slots because they're basically, as a joke, they're basically the surgeons.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, take care.
Because they have healing spells. All the
Yeah.
the two of them have healing spells.
Actually, yeah, right now is a good time for a break. I want some lunch. We're all going to take about a 15-30-minute break. Is that okay with you? Is that okay with you guys?
Yep.
It's been an hour and 45 minutes, so.
To look at them because I'm pretty sure both of them have healing spells. Yeah, they both have healing spells.
Alright, so.
Quite literally, Jessica and Fasek are both the surgeons on the ship. Two Fey dire wolves are surgeons. Oh, this is a very magical ship.
I mean, it's not as weird as Raiju having being an expert cook.
I mean, they have paws. They can't stand or do anything. They're like on all fours.
Raiju still makes amazing food. He's just like, I did it.
I did.
He did. He did.
A big baby.
I saved the world.
He is a hero we did not need.
You damn well deserve him.
No, what we deserve, who we would deserve, truly deserve, is Kyle and Billy.
This
The two awakened shrubs who are doing the cha-cha slide.
The treasure slide.
Oh.
Just a
Well, I
shrub.
can found something to do right as we take off, or just as, or while we're taking off. I just remembered.
I'm gonna be right back.
I can spam gift of alacrity to literally every person on the ship. That's silly.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Phantom and Edward can spam shield. Because of a certain thing. God damn it, I was about to add one new code of your brain run by Goblin. In your head is a gremlin. You are gremlin.
Well, I messed that up. I have a bunch of stuff to do between. the
I
next
don't
time
like
we
it
have
with.
downtime.
Oh yeah, I remember this. I mocked the freaking loading screen, and the next quote that popped out was "Want to have a bad time?" Like, no, I'd rather not fight the loading screen. I don't know what this is. You know the world is weird when the loading screen wants to square up with you.
We have magic. No, what you have are spell slots, and the hope that when your spell slots are empty, that I am no longer standing. I mean, I can continue without spell slots.
I mean, there's a lot of members of the party that has like spell slots that they can just use now,
Yeah.
without even having to worry about running out.
I mean, if I didn't get caught by surprise about the fact that this was a new day, there's a bunch of shit I would have done in between sessions. Like, I would have prepared the material component for a spell, because I got Warding Bond, which I found was nice, but yeah.
I'm back.
But it requires a pair of platinum ring worth at least 50 GP, I think. And I didn't buy platinum rings.
I will be eating.
Okay.
So the plan I had originally was next night I just take a bunch of my platinum pieces and use Fabricate to make a bunch of platinum coins out of it, platinum rings out of it. So now I have my material component. And I might want to reforge my main weapon now. Although I feel it might be chaotic if I do that. Oh yeah, I should go eat.
Oh yeah, that quote from Raiju. Fire Cathangos is a captain, then we are literally salty sea dog.
At least you're not a yellow belly.
No, not since the accident.
Wasn't the thing I said could be a quote? I said at least you're not a yellow belly to.
Oh, yeah,
Shadow.
not since the accident.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back. Leaving the trail could be hard with false tracks.
Da 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 da.
Careful.
It's on. Ugh. I'm gonna have supper soon. I'm probably gonna eat. No, no, I need to play with friends. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Is anyone in our group a wizard?
Nope. But Kaneko, one of the NPCs I made, is a wizard. Specifically, what was it called again? A abjuration or something, or divination wizard. The wizard that can manipulate die rolls.
Divination.
Yeah,
Let's see.
divination.
I have a spell book that I don't really use.
You could give it to her, but she probably won't use it.
Yeah, you can give it to Edward as well, because Edward's also a wizard.
This is the spell book.
Edward is... I keep on forgetting as I wrote down. Like, yeah, Edward's a wizard.
Just quickly, while I'm waiting, I might as well install Elder Scrolls Online because my cousin also plays it. Don't know if it's crossplay. Actually, I should look it up. Look it up if it's crossplay.
Did you see what I sent in chat?
That's useful. That is useful. If you can give it to either Neko or Edward, they'll be greatly of use to that.
Okay.
Edward is an Order of Scribes wizard.
It's not crossplay. That's sad. That's fine.
Flip, I sent the subbook if you want to check it what it is.
Sorry?
It's a wizard book of chlorophyte, and yeah, it's useful.
I guess. Should probably take it. I don't know.
If you don't want it,
No,
Jaden, if you don't,
No. You're probably giving it to Kaneko, who she'll probably take it, but
I was about to say if you won't, if she won't take it, Edward will definitely, because Edward likes Edward's Order of Scribes wizard.
well, I don't know if I'm going to use her that often in combat, so honestly, Edward can take it.
Okay.
Because I don't know how often she'll appear in combat.
Okay. Then, whoever I see first can get it.
Sure. Writing it down for Edward.
She's just a simple fox. She just knows magic.
Knows magic and read.
She scream. She scream for she does not. Is she a cat or is she a dog? She scream for she does not know.
How do you roll that stuff?
What?
No, it's auto rolling.
Oh.
How do you roll it?
By the gear at the very bottom, there's a loading thing.
Is there like this too?
Uh, oh.
Roll me potato salad.
Yes.
The ball and chain is just heavy ass balls.
I said that when it was just like, okay, how do we stop the ball and chain? I'm like, I don't know, the ball and chain is just heavy ass balls.
Well, it sounds like you are drunk, to be honest.
Yes, you know what makes me really, really funny about this entire campaign, or just everything in general associated to this campaign, is just the fact of like how overly creative we all are with how we set everything up for our characters.
I forgot I said that quote. Panic logically, then.
Panic logically.
I was directed to a sword team, and he's just like, I'm just panicking. Well, panic logically.
You have a gun? I have a gun. We found a solution. How do you solve violence with a fucking gun?
For a goddamn beach episode. This.
Yeah, oh god, I'm like just here thinking over like things I would say is like another character I'm thinking of making.
I have done nothing for class 3 boxes for 3 days.
Dang this.
You know what? I'm like curious. If there was an alternate dimension of this campaign for like our characters, what would our alternate selves be?
Oh,
A kid soon.
Because like if no, Jane would probably be a very like tyrannical kind of person, complete opposite to what he usually is.
Just be chaotic good.
For some reason, I imagine Battlestar would be a rabbit.
Sounds delicious.
Ha.
No more jokes.
Yes, the fuck off muffin button for now. Muffin button kept on showing up like, fuck off, muffin button.
Muffin
Nothing
button.
Muffin button.
Muffin button. But they That's me.
Oh no, Jaden turned into Animal Crossing.
That's anytime I stumble, every time when I stumble my words when I'm trying to speak, it just comes out as I just stumble. I just start what? I just start yodeling.
So it does not mean the game is over. It means try again with experience.
I forgot the one Ragnarok quote that got put in here. I'll tell you, boys, I've never been so happy to see so much meat. I forgot that was a me or someone. I forgot who just went. That's lewd. What?
Fairness is luxury. Afford only to
I'll tell you,
those
boys, I never
taken
have
of
been so
power.
happy to. Oh right, I did say that's what she said.
It was you.
Yeah, it was me.
Is that what she said?
If Iocathanglus is a captain, then we're literally a salty sea dogs.
Remember, reality is the universe. Reality is the.
It's an illusion. The universe is a hologram. Buy gold. Buy.
I feel like that was Jaden.
No.
It was ironically Sylvester that said that's a good thing.
Yeah, Jaden has canonically died. He drowned under 200,000 plus pounds of ink while Sylvester watched. Kevin too.
Yeah.
That is true. Jaden has canonically died in this campaign. He has
That's true.
never died once. The first time he died was to fucking ink. Which I feel like there's a massive explanation to why he died to ink.
Kirby is never gone.
Yeah, it's some who refer to him as Tim.
That is Dracula summon.
Technically, the first funniest death I've ever had was the ink fucking death. Just died to ink.
It's funny how spoilers for Void sessions.
Mining around at the speed of stupid. That was direct reference to when I played Terraria.
Those are for action, not threats.
It was just Dracul. Goddamn, I thought I put Dracul that said that.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, my favorite. Random bullshit, go!
Oh yeah, that was Jaden. That's something Jaden said. Random bullshit, go!
Thangos has a proficiency in every tool and skill and saving throw. Yes, be very afraid. But what if there's no tea?
A
That's
reminder.
gonna go crazy then.
Quick little reminder. Jaden has these. It just has that as an ability because of fucking shit.
I'm guessing Ragnarok is gonna be the Hulk if she has no tea.
I think it was like a rant. I think it was like a rant in which Kabunga, it was done.
Unga bunga, it was done. Unga bunga, it was done. Have you ever had a dream that you
Yes.
could you want you could do so you'll do you could you you want them to do you so much you could do anything sort of.
Oh,
This is canon. Kathangus can make coffee creamer into a goddamn firestorm cannon.
I'm not gonna tell who can make that
Is it
into a
bad?
firestorm.
Is it bad that I could read that entire thing perfectly?
No.
Cause
I have heard that, like, I have seen that meme so many times on TikTok, YouTube, on like, even on like Google when I'm just randomly looking through images. I've seen that meme so many times.
I'm not
The
gonna tell
one-
anyone. I'm not gonna tell anyone how much coffee creamer I have.
Kathangus has 2 pounds of it.
I have 20 pounds.
He
So
has
he has 2
invented it for the
pounds of
sole
firestorm.
purpose of making bombs.
I have 20 pounds of it.
Like I'm not chaotic, and then I think it was just a moment where Bugs was like, "You have coffee creamer for the sole purpose of making makeshift bombs." Lawfully.
You're back?
You're chaotic. There's a difference between being a being like a chaotic evil character and a chaotic good character, and so many people get it wrong.
He's more like he's a good character, but like
He's probably chaotic neutral mostly.
he's just like, ooh, boss. Kind of like how Linda's like, ooh, shiny.
Kathangus is just curious.
Yeah, just like
A good way
Linda.
to
how she's
under-
like, ooh.
Yeah, I
A good
feel-
example of chaotic good versus chaotic evil is chaotic good would be like Robin Hood, steal from the rich, give to the poor.
I feel like Kathangus is chaotic neutral.
No. Pretty sure he said he was a good aligned. I think he was good aligned, wasn't he?
Kathangus is lawful neutral.
Ah.
I meant with the coffee creamer bomb, it'll be chaotic neutral.
And there's no such thing as chaotic neutral for making stuff like that. He's just chaos incarnate.
Said sometimes you want an extra kick into your coffee. That kick may just be an explosion.
You really are an idiot. Random bullshit, go! Everyone is special to me, especially you. For error, logic not found, me. Change the world. My final message. There's witches in the church and we're all heretics today. Reveal yourself, God. What if I said tips? Literally applying high explosives can solve any and all of your problems. True. 3 close cover provides +5 AC. Our goddamn beach episode. When are we going to have our beach episode?
We are visiting creatively.
We need a beach episode. We need to fight like zombie fucking like sailors or something that just start crawling out from the sea. Or something watermelon related.
Watermelon!
I'm referencing Bleach because in Bleach there's literally a beach episode where they're fighting watermelons. Like
Sounds about right.
horrifying watermelons. It's kind of fucking hilarious.
I am going to do dinner soon. I can only eat tomato for so long. That was out of context or when I was
Look,
blushing, and I'm like, I'm a tomato. I can only be a tomato for so long.
I kind of want like one of me.
Oh god, it's already getting late for me.
And where is Bob?
I have no idea where Bug is.
Yes! One of the most chaotic quotes I had.
I shall conquer the world with hugs. Humble roots sprout mighty trees.
Following one of the most tamest lines Cathanglis said. Please don't try to jokingly hit Cathanglis or ride you with fire.
I cast firebolt on Cathanglis.
Explosion.
For some reason, I feel like Cathanglis could use radiotoxic poison and fire breath to make a different kind of bomb.
True.
It's not exactly how poison works.
Yeah, but
Some
poison.
poisons are flammable and some aren't. Just because it's an oil doesn't mean it's something that can burn. If that makes sense.
What do you know better, boy?
God damn it, this is Cathanglis' brother. Did you make friends or make friends? Both! If they're not your friends, you can sting back! This is Raju's perspective on bees, by the way. Yeah, that's something Cathanglis' mom said.
Oh god, there's been so many loadings.
I used to be a veteran like you until I took an arrow to the knee.
Now take your time to be a big shot.
Oh, grass grows, birds sings, and brother, I hug people.
Kirby exists, and
Kirby
he is your
exists
friend.
and he'll probably kiss you just so he can heal you.
Fuck off, Muffin Button.
Fuck off, Muffin Button.
Dodge!
Dodge! Why didn't you dodge? Let. Well, that's probably the best pickler you can get out of me. Reading this loading screen fills you with determination. No, it does not.
Well, now I have to Google what a word means.
Apparently soap is flammable! Welcome to the fucking jam, bitch.
Ah, okay.
So it's big jam reference?
That was, Edward when he was attacking. He just said that to Lion Fang. Only over when the fish jumps.
Huh.
Flying fish would like to have a conversation.
It will eat them! The squirrel sadly died!
That I'm curious about.
Panic logically, Katinglis.
That was a long story short of Raiju's, like, giving a long ramble, and at the end of it, long story short, the squirrel sadly died.
I have done nothing but craft rare loot boxes for 3 days, Katinglis.
The full thing is, like, so I tried to use healing magic, but I accidentally cast Fireball on the squirrel. Long story short, the squirrel died, sadly. I should not be trusted with
Okay.
magic.
Oh
Oh,
god.
I like this one.
Open all your fucking loot boxes.
Dagger silently opened his last loot box and is crafting more.
Of course he is.
The Symphony of the Night quote with roll initiative at the end.
What's funny, I'm still laughing at how Jaydon is now able to summon random fucking weapons because of the legendary loot box.
Oh no, we rolled a few, like, things besides weapons. It just bonks you in the face.
No, yeah, he would summon it fine and perfectly. He just fucking throws it out at enemies now. Remember the fucking staff that almost turned Lion Fang into like a fucking abomination?
Funny thing is, that got rolled again in Timeline 2! That spell! And I'm like, oh no. Oh, it's not that bad. It's the spell that almost killed Lion Fang!
It wasn't a spell. It's not a spell. It's an ability that I have.
He just happened to, of all weapon, roll a weapon that can inflict contamination levels.
Oh no, it was the
Yeah.
spell that staff, like, used.
I don't have a spell. It's an ability.
Did it just affect? Because I know the... Oh, wait, yeah. That freaking
Summon
rock.
random legendary weapon. It's just an ability I have. I can do it whenever.
Fairness is a luxury afforded only to those in positions of power. I think I'm screenshotting that one.
Just mundane items.
Except the merchant scale. Hey, that could be useful to an extent.
It could be a good bludgeoning weapon!
You just smacks a barbarian. A barbarian is running at you with 2 fucking scales ready to smack your head in. It's like, I lost my axe, but I have these!
Jaydon has canonically died. Wait, Jaydon has canonically died. He drowned 200,000 plus pounds of ink while Sylvester watched. Kevin too.
Funny thing is,
Yeah.
we rolled that Sylvester was just eating popcorn.
Canonically, that is Jaden's first death in the campaign. Canonically.
Sylvester watched just eating popcorn, just like...
I love how
Happening.
did Jaden canonically die twice now because of Lion Fang the second time?
No, Jaden didn't die. Bug and I did some off-camera calculations, and Jaden would have actually survived on like 4 HP. So no, Jaden didn't die in that fight.
Fun fact is, I forgot that Jakul technically had the mirror shield for like a long time after, and I'm like, I forgot to give that to you.
I'm just getting something real quick.
Finn is here.
I am back. I just got back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
I have to go in 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, because it's getting late.
It's not nearly as late as it is normally.
I go to bed at 8 p.m.
What time is it currently for you?
7.
It's almost half 7.
Okay. Well, I mean, normally we start like a half hour before now.
Here you go.
Yeah, I remember
Fox.
spent a lot of times chatting before we started the session.
Apologies, that took a little bit longer than usual. I was tied up with family.
Yes.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
Should I share it?
Yes. Please do.
This is from Red Dragon Inn. which I feel like Dangler's would like.
But yes, canonically, the first death in the series was Jaydon. The first death in the series that didn't have a revival was Squirt. You're okay. Who we found out was Squirt the Red Cat.
Douglas didn't know that he was a red cap all this time, and he died.
Looking group chat.
Also,
Oh.
his first canonical death is by ink. And it's also the first canonical player death.
Also, I find it funny that Jada said, "How did the session go?" And I'm like, "It's still going on." What do you mean, how did it go? Sure, I'll squirrel. I just noticed that.
Yeah, this is from Red Dragon Inn.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so before you go, Jaden, is there
Yeah.
anything you want to do with your character before you end up leaving? Because basically, we're just going to start set sailing, and then I was going to walk everyone through, like...
I believe Jaden would try to find a way to locate, because I believe that Sylvester did inform Jaden that Cathanglis and Sortu are in the void, so Jaden would probably try to work out how to get to the void.
Right, but we're not fast traveling through this. It's going to be a long journey that takes multiple sessions.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what Jaden's probably going to be doing right now,
Okay.
mainly.
Before the ship actually sets sail, though, I want to talk about something with Jaden. Technically, I'm still out to lunch, but I'm kind of also here, so I guess I'll bring the out to lunch thing off. Are you having the crew of Kai do all the senior crew member roles, or are we going to have the other members of the party do the senior crew member roles? Because I kind of hope it'd be done in this party, but that's just you.
I would say party.
Okay.
That's why I joked about, which is the one that like involves like observation, because I just joked that that's Dracul in any kind.
Because I haven't set up all the heads yet. I still need to do that.
Right.
Go cut off their heads and
So-
grab them.
The second half of this session will be us setting sail, as well as everyone figuring out what they're doing on the ship and what everyone's good at on the ship. So,
I still need to set up the senior crew members for the ship.
well, that's what I'm doing currently.
Yeah, because I already know the cannoneer is going to be that goblin that I made, because I actually need to I statted him up and all that for specifically this. I already decided.
I mean, okay, fair enough, but I thought we were going to give it to the crew members. I thought we were going to give it to the other people in the party.
Oh, I would say well, I already have my decision on cannoneer and surgeon. If the party wants to be senior crew members of either shipwright, navigator, and quartermaster, they can do that. It's up to them.
Dracul could be the navigator.
I know that Dread wants to be lookout. Which there can technically be two lookouts because of the fact there's two crow's nests.
Quartermaster. I don't know who would be a good quartermaster.
Well, I was going to walk through that. So, is everyone ready for me to start walking through all the rules? Does anyone have any questions? I guess we're officially back.
Yeah, I would like some info.
You would like what, Rattle?
Info of what they do.
Okay.
Oh,
So, for everyone who would like to look at it on your own, let me just click show the whole place. So here's the senior crew members role sheet. There's a little graph up there that shows, but basically, there is 6 different roles that need to be filled on a ship. Captain, which is filled by either Jaden or Kai, depending on which one feels like driving the ship at the time. Cannoneer, which is filled by the Goblin. Shipwright, which requires either high strength or high wisdom, skills in an artisan tool, and and if you have investigation, you get a bonus. If you have high investigation. Navigator, which is based off
Cool.
of intelligence or dexterity, uses navigator's tools, and it does better the better perception you have.
Yeah, I'll go
I could
with
see that.
Sir, can I finish explaining all of them before you say which one you want to
sorry.
do? Because there's two more. There's surgeon and quartermaster. Surgeon, which goes off of intelligence or wisdom, and requires you to have medicine, but also gets a bonus if you also have herbalism kit. And then quartermaster, which is constitution or charisma, requires you to have proficiency with water vehicles, and the bonus proficiency is if you have good insight. So those are the available roles.
I will go with surgeon.
I'll go with Dracul as the navigator.
I believe I do have a decision on surgeon being for Jesk and for Sek because they have healing spells.
So
But they
do
need
I.
to have high intelligence or wisdom as well as skill in the medicine kit. Proficiency in the medicine kit.
Oh yeah, they don't have proficiency in those.
herbalism?
Yeah, you're right.
They
I-
need
Come on,
proficiency
yeah,
in the medicine kit they need a high medicine skill as well as they get a bonus for being proficient in the herbalism kit. That's what-
Yeah, no, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Then yeah, one of you can take.
Yeah, I'll
why
be
don't we
taking
get-
surgeon.
I'll be taking navigator.
Okay. You have navigator's tools, right? Circle?
Yes.
Okay.
Has expertise in navigator's tools.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he has really good perception as well. Jaydon, are you wanting to be the captain or are you wanting Ty to be the captain? Because the one that isn't is the one I'm going to make quartermaster.
It'll be like an on-off kind of situation, but Jaden would mainly be the captain of the ship. But
Okay.
At times when the pilot, because Jaden doesn't know how to fly the ship, Kai is probably going to be the main one flying, and over time Jaden's going to learn from Kai how to pilot the airship.
You do know how to pilot water vehicles, though, due to your noble background.
No, I do not. I
Oh,
don't have that proficiency.
Is anyone here skilled at piloting water vehicles?
Just true.
No.
I ironically give that to no. Don't tell me I ironically give that to Edward.
You gave it to Thinglis, I believe.
Give it to things. I gave it to Edward.
Why does Edward know how to fly? How to? Okay.
Books. The magic of books.
For a description of the job, by the way, so Edward can be the quartermaster, which makes sense when I'm about to describe it. So a quartermaster is an imposing overseer who manages the crew. Which Edward fits that. A surgeon is a healer, treats the sick and wounded. Navigator's expert of charts and weather. Shipwright is handyman who builds and repairs ships. Zokarai is going to volunteer to be the shipwright.
That makes sense, yeah.
He says,
Cannoneer,
it's
if no
one of the
wants
only
to
things
stand
I'm
it,
actually good at in this game.
If no one wants to take Cannoneer, I do have an NPC who could take Cannoneer.
Well, you got the goblin that you want to take it. Harold and Gerald volunteer for Cannoneer, but because of their sharpshooter ability. As well as their high strength scores.
Yeah, but martial weapons.
They have proficiency in martial weapons. They're warriors.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's right.
And they have really good athletics. They actually fit perfectly for Cannoneer.
Strength and Constitution. Oh, the Goblin has decent Constitution. Lower strength, but decent con.
Would you like to know what the relevant stats are for Harold and Gerald?
Bug, quick question.
know
What's
what?
the relevant stats for quartermaster?
We can
What?
make them Cannoneers, honestly. They deserve to be Cannoneers.
What's the relative stats for quartermaster?
I will look at that in a second. I need to get the actual stats here because I want you to compare them to the Goblin, just because. The strength for the Harold and Gerald is 22, and the Constitution is 20.
Yeah, I think I'll make them Cannoneers then.
Okay. So the relevant stats for Quartermaster, which I did make the thing pop up for you guys, but I can do it again, I guess, to show the players.
Also, once Jaden has proficiency in vehicles, like water vehicles, because he does have high dex and high charisma and things, and high persuasion, but he does have
Yes.
that proficiency with vehicles. So
Dexterity or intelligence for Navigator, which is why Dracul's great, because he has 30 in Dex.
Does he have good in? Actually, no. Never mind. Edward can't be it because he has terrible insight.
He doesn't need insight. He just gets a bonus from insight. He just
Yeah,
needs
it's
good
like-
constitution or charisma.
Okay, he has a plus 20 in con.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Good, Yeah, no. Sorry. Constitution or charisma. Forgot he is going to be the quartermaster. Because he's actually skilled in water vehicles.
I don't know why I made him that way.
I think you did specifically because you wanted him to be the quartermaster.
No, I'm like, you know what? Maybe water vehicles will come into it, and I think this is before we even did the air vehicles. Like, this is like first popping up, and I'm like, well, this actually is the thing.
The other reason why I feel Edward fits for that is because of the fact that the quartermaster is the one who manages the supply line on a ship and keeps everyone supplied. Which, he really does seem like a studious, organized person who would help organize the supply line.
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so we have our people. The captain is Kai or Jaden. The cannoneer is
Yeah,
Harold
but-
or Jared. The shipwright
now
is
it will-
Zokarai. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
For now, the captain's mainly Kai until Jaden learns how to. Until Jaden gains proficiency in using
Yes.
water vehicles, the airship and stuff. Once he
Yes.
gains proficiency, that then Kai can just dip and leave.
Surtur, Blacksburg, do you have artisan school that you are proficient in?
No.
Okay. Are you interested? I just was going to offer you the shipwright role. Is there anyone else who's interested in shipwright other than Zokarai?
No.
The reason Zokarai's main argument for why he wants to be shipwright is that way people leave me alone, and also because I can build the ship from scratch if I wanted to again. Which is a bold
Fair enough.
claim. Also, is my voice understandable with that, or did
Yes.
he say? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did I remove the echoing?
Actually, yeah.
Yay. Cool. So yeah, we found our rules. Cool. We can actually set sail.
The only thing I would fit somewhat would be the surgeon, because I have the medicine proficiency, and with the headband, my intelligence is no longer shit.
True. So Rattle, why don't you and he share the position where either of you can be the surgeon, depending on if one of you is busy?
Sure.
Yeah, because having a backup person who can be in a role is a good idea in case one of you drops or is asleep or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually an interesting thing to keep. Yeah, especially once Jaden knows enough about the ship, we might just be able to just keep it going.
Yeah, if you have more than one person, then you can take shifts to make sure that there's always someone on hand who's that crew member role day through night, which is useful.
Yeah, that's mainly what I also want to think about doing as well.
That's why the full crew is double the skeleton crew, because the full crew would be accounting for everyone taking shifts on the rolls, not just how many people are manning it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, at any given time, there's about 200 or so people in the ship. They're just kind of lazing around, not doing much. That's because they're resting, because they're off shift.
I realized where Edward got the water.
Small low energy jobs, like maybe carrying supplies, or maybe
Cleaning.
sweeping the deck, that kind of thing.
Yeah, cleaning.
Yeah, doing small little tasks.
It's funny how Dracul's going to be navigator, but Dread is lookout, which is actually kind of cool. Also, Dread can be a backup navigator in case Dracul is busy. And Dread has the advantage of being a construct, so he's immune to exhaustion. He doesn't ever have to sleep. So he'll just sit up there as a lookout all the time. Okay. Is there any
Yeah.
Also,
other
Bug, I
questions or
figured out
comments?
where.
What?
I figured out where the Edward's proficiency with water vehicles come from. It's from his background.
True, you're folk hero, right?
No. Warhold.
Lorehold, that's where it's from. Right. Anyway. So yeah, I feel this is all good. So, is there anything else anyone wants to fulfill? Sylvester's not gonna help.
Well, besides that, there's the thing that me and me as in Dracul and Kai were talking about.
True. So, two events actually occur on deck. Dracul is about to make an announcement when suddenly there is a little bit of a weird thing. Not Clocksworth. Yeah, Clocksworth. Give me a wisdom thing.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
I'm starting
As-
to fall asleep.
Jaden, also give me a wisdom save. And Dracul, give me a wisdom save.
A moment.
Nat 20.
Okay, you're fine.
I'm loading up Dracul's sheet
Ooh.
because for some reason that auto closed.
Hello.
You had... Oh, right, you had plus one. Right, because of your thing.
Quick question. Is anyone else would Konako be picking up on like a spell effect going on?
All she can tell is that magic spontaneously appeared. It doesn't seem to be from a person.
Okay, then Clocksworth change that nat 1 to a 16.
I can't roll Dracul's wisdom right now. Oh, no, I can. No, I can.
Yeah.
That's all her. That's her ability used up. She can't do that until the
So
next
you
long
got
rest.
a 20, Clocksworth.
Okay.
Actually...
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You actually got more than 20. 25. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
13.
Yeah, this changes the roll on the die.
Yeah. What minute?
Shoot, I was about to say... Oh, no, Dracul doesn't have lucky.
So, Dracul, you get 3 messages in your head. And I will go ahead and recite them to you now. So, actually, I will send them to you in DMs. You get these 3 commands in your head.
He does.
Hold on, before we do, I need to get all of them.
Oh, I thought that was 3.
No. That's 1. Here's 2. And now I'm going to put 3. Actually, those are 1, 2, and 3. All 3 of those.
Is it count as charm?
No. Because it's a command
I was
spell.
about to say, he is immune to charm.
Yeah. So, you see Dracul quickly leave below decks.
What's going on?
We're gonna go follow. Random
I
magic occurred.
even know what's going. I don't think I know what's going on.
Nope. No one does.
I would follow
Thing
it
is, you
then.
said Konako would have picked up that random magic occurred, right?
Yeah, Konako picked up the random magic code. People saw that there was like a small flash of energy with anyone with your mask saw that there was a small flash of energy, and then Dracul suddenly left.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, okay, she would probably be suspicious of that since she would actually try to chase up on him and see if she could cast Dispel Magic on him.
Yeah, I'll be following.
She would probably attempt to cast Dispel Magic on
Even
Dracul.
if she casts it, it won't have an effect.
I mean, she wouldn't know that.
She wouldn't.
I know, but
She
I'm
does-
just saying that when she catches up enough to cast it, it doesn't have an effect. That's what I'm saying.
Interesting.
I am following
There's
the little.
command.
Let Rattle have a
Sora.
chance to talk, please, Blaine.
Yes.
Sorry.
I am following the little fox person
Yes.
to help.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and delete the fox in the map. Go ahead and delete your cool, and then we'll delete. Are you following through, Jaden?
No, Jaden isn't.
Yes, I was.
Shoot it.
I was.
Are you
affected by
following, or are you
it.
just staying here? You didn't see anything happen. You just saw a bunch of people suddenly leave.
Phantom would follow him.
Juden? AKA Sortu? Oh, is he gone? He might be gone. I think we lost our favorite verb.
Well, I'm getting. Oh no.
Either way.
Sorry, I'm getting so sleepy. I need to go and have supper and then sleep.
Yeah, go ahead and take care. You can go ahead and sleep. Harold and Gerald, stop being sideways.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
This thing happens, and then everybody's world got flipped, turned upside down.
I didn't do that. I know that was you, Fox. Let me in. Let me in. Oh, right. Can you not talk to me? I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I didn't see him.
Ah,
Me either.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you for a while.
I don't know what happened.
Me neither. I'm eating mac and cheese. It reminds me of that one meme of, it's like, what? Send error report. What were you doing when the error occurred? Eating a bean and cheese taco. I mean, yes, but they mean, what were you doing on your computer when the error occurred? That's usually what it means. But I could totally see that being an answer Serter would say to one of those.
Yes.
Anyway, so, as they follow Dracul into here, they see him heading towards the captain's quarters. And Dracul, would you like to describe what you are carrying as you're heading towards the captain's quarters?
It'll allow you. Also, reminder, Phantom's going after him. Did I actually say that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you actually said that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just making sure.
It's fine. You also delete him from the map, but include me in. Do you know what you're carrying, or shall I say it?
You shall say it.
A bucket of pink paint.
What are you doing?
As you see him walk into the actual captain's quarters, I will give everyone an acrobatics check to try and... Anyone who wants to try and grab him to stop him can give me an acrobatics check.
Fuck, I forgot he could be grappled.
This is to see if they can even attempt to grapple him. Nope, Rattle's not doing it.
Trusting the Phantom to do it.
Don't stop me now.
It's just playing in his head.
Cause I'm having a good time, having a good time.
Having a good time.
Copyright slap.
Copyright. Wisdom. Wait, what did you say was the roll I need to make?
Yep. So Clockwork isn't rolled.
Strength saving throw.
It's not a saving throw. You make an acrobatics check. See if you can grab him.
That was
Okay.
from the Phantom.
So Dracul, make a dex save
Oh god damn it!
against that 24.
God damn it!
Uh-huh. Oh,
Wait.
he managed to actually
Yes!
not pass that. So the Phantom's able to get up close enough to grab him and hold him. for a bit. With Dracul, you feel yourself compelled to free yourself from this grasp. So, contested strength check time. It will be the Phantom Strength against Dracul's Dexterity. We need to see which one rolls higher.
I'm gonna use detect dots.
Okay. Except you can't, because he can't be targeted by divination magic while wearing an auric mask. And detect thoughts is divination magic.
He was wearing the mask when he was leaving?
Yes.
Okay.
Could they take the mask off when I'm doing this?
You would have to take the mask off of Dracul.
I will do that before I do the spell.
God!
If you would like to, Rattle, you can make a strength check to try and hold on to Dracul at this point, because the Phantom hasn't been down.
Doing it.
Also,
Yeah,
the Phantom's keeping you in place. It's like, what's the Phantom saying if it's holding Dracul back? What's Dracul saying?
Stay down, bitch!
What's Dracul saying?
Fuck off me!
Okay. Must. Ain't.
Just went how the burp it. The burp is just watching it, eating popcorn.
What do I roll to take the mask off?
Dracul, you are unable to take the mask off now. Because it has a thing on it that says it cannot be forcibly removed by someone else. It actually says that in the auric mask, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Dracul, you do have number 3.
Number 3.
Of the commands from before. Read number 3.
Oh! He just yells that there are demons on the ship.
He yells hysterically, there are
Demons on the
demons!
ship!
Does everyone take that?
I'm just gonna cast darkness on the character.
Okay. The room is now filled in darkness, with magical darkness.
Darkness?
Dracul has the mask on still, though.
The darkness within his soul.
Great, now I can't see.
Oh, there's no saving throw. It's just you cast darkness, and now there's a 15-foot blob of darkness. So, he yelled about demons in the ship, and he's carrying a bucket of paint, and is currently being restrained by a giant construct and a dragonborn.
What?
I'm hoping that helps with him not being able to see what to paint.
But then again, he has the auric mask.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, he has the auric mask. He could see.
True sight can see through it, yeah. But also, it wouldn't matter because he can't move right now because he's currently restrained.
Not to mention I'm currently blind because I don't have dark vision.
Right, so now all you did was blind the burb.
Yeah, it says even with dark vision, can't see through the darkness.
It's not dark vision.
Magical darkness stops dark vision.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop true sight.
Yeah, the auric mask has true sight though, which is better than dark vision.
I'm just gonna give up on the magic then.
It is concentration. He can stop, yes.
Yes, so you are able to stop the darkness when you realize that it's not affecting anything. I will have you make another contested strength check. So another roll for Dracul's dexterity and the Phantom's strength. Are you going to help with this, Rattle?
Yeah.
Okay, so you also roll strength. Rattle. You need to be at 29.
Bug boy, my internet is dying, so I will leave for now.
Okay, that's fine. These shenanigans don't seem to involve you right now.
Yep.
Take care, little burb. See you next time. He manages to actually escape and flee into the captain's quarters. And what do you proceed to start doing, Dracul?
Painting the captain.
So he proceeds to start painting the captain quarters pink.
No, I'm. You've made him to hold him.
What?
You attempted to hold him. He escaped from your grasp because he rolled a 29. Remember,
No,
he
I'm
rolled a
gonna
12.
use Mage Hand to take the paint from him.
Okay.
Oh, me.
So it'll be his dexterity against your dexterity. Both of you roll dex checks.
It's just paint.
Right.
I'm taking the paintbrush.
He manages to dodge your thing, so he is currently painting the room pink while yelling about demons. Demons in the ship.
Freaking trying to theme it after the Voldemort. There's trolls! Trolls in the dungeon!
Can't I use this on him?
No, because you don't have enough dexterity.
No, look where I sent.
Empathic. Technically.
You can telepathically talk to him, yes, but you can't, like, disarm him, which is what you were asking.
Yeah, that's to like kinetic stuff.
Either way, so, let's go back to, Foxworth. Are you above deck, or did you follow them?
Yes, I did follow them, but I'm just so confused about just painting and why is it such... I don't understand what the hell's going on.
Shaku's in her mind. Ah!
Zokurai appears. He just teleports in. He says, if I had to guess, he's probably being influenced by some stupid mind magic. Hold on. And then, And then Zokurai just casually casts a 5th level magic missile on Jakul to try and snap him out of it. Knowing that Jakul can tank that.
What if force under your shield?
I will have you make a wisdom check to see if you even are in the right enough mind to be able to do that. But instead of just focusing on painting. Okay, you're able to do shield, but would you want to, is the question.
No.
Then no, you're not forced to do shield. Okay. So he hits you with the 5th level magic missile spell, each dart doing 1d4 plus 1. And you do notice, by the way, that there seems to be some floating bits of metal behind him that are the things actually shooting it. It's not coming out of him, it's coming out of the bits of metal floating around Zokurai's head. Each dart does 2 damage, and you're hit by 7 of them. So, Dracul, I will have you make 7 wisdom saves to try and shake off this effect. Because getting damage can cause you to make another one.
What's happening?
Basically, Zokurai fired a 5th level magic missile at him to do 7 missiles to hit him. Because he knows that most mind magic, when a target takes damage, they can take another wisdom save. So he wanted to hit him with a bunch of low damage hits to make him make a bunch of saves to try and shake it off.
Okay.
It's similar to how you slap your buddy to sober them up.
Oh my god!
Okay, Dracul is fine now. He went back to his right mind now.
You're gonna have to clean this up, Dracul.
There's been like what 5 turns worth of him painting.
Finally, you actually snapped out of it. Okay, I'm going back to my book, and he just and Zokurai just teleports away again.
Coolidge just starts 8 mental magic.
Dracul, you're gonna have to clean up this room now because of what you've done with the paint.
With pleasure, with pleasure.
So silly.
Right? If you're wondering, by the way, that wasn't pulled entirely out of the blue. That was Jados' idea.
Yeah, like 10 seconds before you said this, I was like, wait, is Jados in the call? Oh, he's not. Okay, I'm not sure now.
He wasn't able to get here, so he just wrote down a list of things for me to do.
I love it though.
Yeah. Also, so as you're all walking back, you know, a few of you notice, you bump into someone, but there's no one there. And when you try to reach for them, there's no one there.
This is too weird.
Yeah, you guys keep randomly bumping into people that aren't actually there when you check again.
He's just done. He's just mentally just done with all this. Kai, give me the bloody card already.
You can hear deep laughter from outside as Silvestro is watching all of this and enjoying it.
Can I try to detect their thoughts?
Who?
The invisible people?
Sure. You can attempt to detect the thoughts of the invisible people.
How are they still invisible with the mask on?
Good question. They are well, here's the thing. You're bumping into people that seemingly aren't there. So somehow they're invisible with the mask on. It might be that they're actually not invisible. It's something
I
else.
just like how Shirkul lost it in Inferno. He just says, Kai, give me the bloody card.
When you try to read their mind, Rado, you detect that there is no mind to read. Like, there's nothing there. It's like you're trying to read thin air. I will have everyone everyone with an Auric mask can make an Arcana check.
That's Shirkul.
Including Clockwork.
It's only Shirkul on mine. I meant on mine. I'm sorry. What kind of roll? Oh, Arcana.
Yeah, Clocksworth knows what's up.
Do I?
No, you need a 20 or higher.
Who knows what's up?
Yeah. So, Clocksworth, Dracul, both of you realize this does remind you of a certain spell, and actually this is one that you toyed with a bit, Clocksworth. The Tiny Serpent spell. They're really just very tiny people on the floor that briefly grow to full size to bump into people and then back to tiny. But they're also tiny invisible people. It's a spell, Tiny Unseen Servant, if I remember correctly. By the way, someone's messing with you, and Silvestro's laughing about it.
Silvestro, what's going on?
Okay. So, there is actually something that does happen. And this is something that you feared, Rattle.
What?
You, actually, I will let you give me a quick perception check. 9. It seems you missed a glyph of warning earlier that you didn't know about.
Cool
As
silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs can only be done when an enemy succeeds on a roll, not when someone fails on it.
Sorry.
It's fine. As there's a certain glyph that you trigger, which with the trigger set to someone not from this plane, as it casts banishment on you. Someone put banishment in a glyph of warning. I will have you make a charisma saving throw. You succeed. You managed to succeed from being banished, as you didn't want to go back to the spiral realm.
I almost disappeared, everyone.
Yeah. All of you on the outside, you saw that he was briefly turning translucent and like his body was separating, but then he just snapped back together to full view again.
It's also the second time he's used the word friend.
Yeah,
First
Dracul
on
told you
Catangulas.
is there anything else here? Nope, that's all. That's all the pranks I have written down here. Okay.
Wow.
Cool, it's just like, I need the card, Kai.
Yep. Oh, there is another thing too. Does anyone look up at the sky when they're above deck?
No.
That was
Yes.
Unless
that
there's
felt-
something weird that would affect the deck, but
Uh,
then you...
there is actually. Zokaroi
that-
appears and says, "Hey, you guys. Someone's writing messages in the sky for us."
I was trying to say that felt weird.
Yeah, it felt like you were being ripped out of reality. You haven't felt that way since, and you can't quite remember, and it gives you a headache trying to remember something. It seems like you have some blocked memories.
I would be above my head then.
Either way, it was a painful process. Guys, there's some... Go look up deck, and Zokaroi says tired of people not answering him and just teleports away.
Yeah, I was about to ask what does the message say?
Well, do you go up and check?
Yeah.
Edward,
Oh.
Dracul, and the Phantom would.
I will as well.
Okay. And when you go up, you can see written in the sky, in the clouds seem to have formed the shape of sentences. And the sentences are as follows. We can see you. We will come for you. Don't run. It will all be fine. Rejoice, for you will be saved.
What?
Cool, just face palms. Fucking hell!
Sylvester comments, none of this is my fault.
What, you have a clue, Draco?
This isn't the first time I've seen this! Out of character, this isn't the first time.
Yeah.
What's going on?
In character, it's not the first time Draco's seen this either.
What's going on?
Let's just say somebody's here.
Who?
This mom was just like, no.
It does not help.
The best I can.
On the bright side, though, I ran out of pranks to do, so all of you guys are now in the clear. Out of character. However, we do have one more pivotal event to do before we call the stream here. With the ship. At this point, by the way, the ship's already starting to... ship shape and ready to run. But there's one more thing they want to do before. They're cool.
Yes.
Is something you wanted to do, I believe.
Yes, it was something to tell him.
Yes. Kai announces to the ship, everyone, prepare for battle stations, for this may get bad. And he holds up in his hands a deck that you recognize, Rattle. It seems he
no.
also has a deck of many things.
Just get this over with.
A deck of many things.
Yep, Royal Darkstar Kai Black also has a deck of many things. And Dracul is being told to draw a card from it.
Cool, telepathically, just, it's you here.
Now, let me pull up from online a deck of many things card art. You know they make those.
They absolutely do, yes.
Yeah.
Draco, please don't.
Yeah.
I have a
That
task
feels
I need
like
to
it said
complete.
scanner! It's Sorry, I just had to read what Guildfly said in Twitch. Sorry, in a YouTube chat.
Gav. The name. I feel I've seen the name before, but I don't know who that is. Oh well.
That is Bokaron from Timeline 2.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. How many cards would you like to draw, Dracul? You only need to draw one, but you can draw as many as you wish at once. Up to a maximum of 5 at once.
2.
2. You draw 2 cards. And this is a full-size deck. Invisible people, quick to thank this. Break out the coffee creamer and spray it everywhere. I didn't read that one before. Cathangus isn't here though. But yes, he did invent coffee creamer.
Cathangus invented coffee creamer, yes.
Uh-oh.
I just...
Uh-oh.
No! No!
You got 2 bad cards.
Oh no.
You got Talons and Urulay. So, as you draw these 2 cards, you see upon them 2 images that I don't actually know what these images are. Let me go look at them. Like, what's the images for these? Let me look up to make sure these are actual cards. Oh, you see a, Wait, hold on. These might have been, I think, the wrong one. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Talons and... Yeah, no, these are real cards. Okay. So first, you see a card that says, that's a Medusa-like visage that curses you. You take a -2 penalty on saving throws while you're cursed this way. Only the god of a magic of the fates can end this curse. So you have -2 on all saving throws until you get this cure.
Could I use my card to undo it?
No. Decks of Many Things cannot undo Decks of Many Things. There's no way to undo this. And this isn't even the worst card. You also got Talons.
I forgot I got Talons.
You see the image of 3 claws as every magic item you are wearing or carrying disintegrates, and artifacts in your possession are vanished out of your grasp.
Oh no!
You lost all of your magic items, including your suit. And the gambler's cane.
Oh no.
And you have a -2 on all saving throws. So that happens. You've basically lost everything. Or at least all of your valuables, Nicole.
He still has Demogorgon.
What's Demigorgon?
The Orphan Metal, Ultra Great Sword.
Is that magical in any way? Does it have any sort of enchantment on it?
Does it?
I believe it does. I believe it has the infusion on it. I believe it has +1 infusion.
Oh, it just says a returning infusion.
Yeah, returning. That means that, unfortunately, that one also disappeared. It crumbled to dust, Thanos stuff.
Oh, that's my briefcase.
Yep. Your briefcase is gone, your suit is gone, you're now naked on deck. He took the clothes off your back. Your non-magical items are still here. So all of your non-magical items are here, but you lost all your magical items. Yeah, it's brutal, but welcome to the deck of many things.
Cool, just says, "I'll give it to me so I can put it away."
Kai smiles and says, "Fair's fair," and hands him the deck of many things, as per the agreement they made earlier in private. The
Still has
agreement
traveled, I
was that
suppose.
he would hand it over if Dracul drew a card from it. So, you guys got your first taste of what the deck of many things is like. It has really good or really bad results.
Yeah.
Dracul just mutters, it's just, I better get reimbursed for this.
Finreal's kind of just sweating in the background in his workshop. However, Dracul, as you're walking away, you notice a certain individual comes in front of you. If you'll... Because... hold on. Zokarai appears in front of you and says, hey, sorry about what happened.
It's the luck of the draw. You win, you lose.
Yeah, well, I like to tip the odds. Look, if you'll do me a favor, I'll get you your items back.
Will it cost me?
A favor that I can call in the future at any time.
None.
Alright? Give me like a day, I can make your items again.
Dracul just says to him, it's just like... Dracul just says to him in, I forgot what language they share that's not for... Wait, he has deep speech.
Yep.
Dracul just says in deep speech, have an assassin on your side, be wary.
Why do you think I asked for a favor specifically from you, Finreal's assassin?
Just get this over with. Gotcha.
Zokarai smirks and teleports back to the watch deck. As he was talking in deep speech then, by the way.
Yep.
Those people don't know. And, yeah.
Are you gonna do anything about my character where I sent you in DM?
What? Let me check what you sent me in DMs. I have not actually seen that yet. When did you send that? The thing about the end of the session character sheet or something else?
The end of the session.
Yeah, we can do that after the session.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, we can tie this into the session. So, because of earlier with Rattle, Sylvester pipes up and says, would you like to go with the agreement now that we made before?
Yeah.
And with this, Silvestro fires Dragon Breath down onto the deck. How does everyone react?
Dracul's not shocked, Edward's not shocked, the Phantom is kind of shocked.
Why?
The Phantom's surprised by the dragons despite himself being abnormal.
The other crew members try to get away from it, but Rattle's just basking in the middle of it. As for those of you with the auric masks, you can actually see Rattle's form is changing as he slowly disappears, and when the fire stops, he reveals his true form, which for now is using this placeholder. As he actually becomes a young dragon. Instead of a dragonborn. Go ahead.
Actually, I was fucked up because I saw his... I thought I saw his AC as 93.
No, that's his HP, because for some reason when I put out monsters, the green bar and the red bar are both their HP. I don't know why.
I'm like, oh god, he has 93 AC.
No, he has 16 AC, and also his stat sheet is not correct, because that's just using the base Deep Dragon. So,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know what kind of dragon he is a purple dragon, otherwise known as a Deep Dragon. In our world, they're subterranean dragons, but back in his home world, they are one of the strongest type of dragons. So, we're going to be fixing his character sheet before next session, but you guys see he turns into a large young dragon, which Bucksworth reminds you a little bit of Karsoka, which kind of makes you a little sad that you haven't seen Karsoka in a while.
Yeah.
Cool, just minor illusions. Kursoka, just like, there you go.
Kursoka just said, "Hi."
Uh,
And then Silvestro throws a pie at the minor illusion Kursoka. No, he throws a minor illusion pie at the minor illusion Kursoka. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, besides that silliness, I think we're done with this session. How does everyone feel?
Yeah. Wait, are we actually sailing or like not yet?
That was the last thing Kai says. Is Kai's ready to sail the ship? Is everyone else ready to sail the ship? Because Kai's ready.
yeah.
We're officially set sail as as Kai cuts the dock, tells people to bring in the boarding planks, which Harold, Gerald, Edward, and stuff all help with that. And they bring up the boarding planks, and there's a cheer from some of the people outside as a large wine bottle smashes against the ship. And
As a what?
a large wine bottle smashes against the ship. Anyone who does sailing knows why I'm referencing that.
That's
And
that's how you christen it.
Yep, the christen it. And it is christened, let me look up what the actual name of it is, the GSS class supercarrier Mandraga's Invincible Will, which is written on the side. Mandraga's Invincible Will. As it begins flying through the air with sails, wings, and engine that roar to life. Everyone here is able to hear a deep roaring noise, as there's just now the constant roar of turbine engines running at full capacity, as it's just flying through, streaks of blue fire coming out of the back of them. As you begin picking up speed and flying out into the great beyond of the sky. Yep. You are officially leaving the magic capital.
I
That's
was
all.
first singing the Wind Waker theme.
I was just doing the Final Fantasy Victory thing. How does everyone feel now that you're actually in the air and on the way?
Finally.
Finally.
Yay!
I love me and Surtur at the same exact thought. Finally.
So, Dracul, you will be working closely with Kai to help navigate the ship, and later Jaydon to help navigate the ship, because you need to coordinate with him to make sure everything's on course, and you're also the one in charge of making maps and checking maps. Well, actually, you're not the one necessarily in charge of making maps. You're the one in charge of checking maps. Is anyone here good at cartography tools?
Cool.
Okay, he can also make the map. That's fine.
That's what I mean. Like he was born for this, ironically.
I could help with the story map.
Oh, yeah, you do have the star map ability from Druid, and
Yeah.
so does Threat, so we can use these to help navigate.
So Dracul has keen mind, which I think is very useful for this situation.
Yeah. Meaning that he can remember everything perfectly within the past month.
Isn't that the one where you can always point, like, where's north?
That's another thing, too, yes. Zokurai is also being the lookout Zokurai is being the lookout and the shipwright, along with Dread being the lookout. And they're able to give you accurate positional data in a live feed through a connection to a minor illusion.
Thought they were going to use Magic Mouth.
No, they don't need to use Magic Mouth. They can actually use a Sending Stone if you want them to use Sending Stones, if that works.
True.
Or they can just yell at you from above deck. That could work too. Then again, Zokurai can teleport, so you can just like teleport down there and tell you and then go back. Either way, doesn't matter. Point is, we're on the road. Huzzah.
Yeah.
Yay.
They did it.
So, before next time, we need to figure out what the actual stat line of the ship is based off of everyone's crew roll. Because I wasn't able to make the like strength, con, dex, all that sort of stuff until I knew what the actual crew rolls were. Because then that can get me the stats. Okay. So, I also need to calculate how long it'll take for you guys to get to the Void Ocean. I already know it's going to be many months.
Yeah, and how long it'll take before Jaden can actually drive the ship alone, and so we don't.
Right.
Because we're
Oh!
How much downtime would you guys like between this session and next? Any?
Well, would we encounter anything? That's the first question.
Maximum of one. I'll say you have a maximum of 1 month, but I would honestly recommend less time than more. But because you're likely to encounter something. I do want to do my first ship battle next time, or at least something akin to a ship battle.
I'm gonna say 1 month.
I was more thinking a week.
Yeah, I would say a week as well.
That's 2 votes week, 2 votes month. Are you guys fine with a week? Surtur?
Yeah. Question.
Answer.
Because one, we don't have 24 hours of spell slot, and two, well, we don't have two people that can pilot the ship on their own, and Kai probably has to sleep at some point. Where do we land this ship?
You don't. So how it works is, do you know how momentum works?
Yes.
Momentum does apply here, and also the ship staying aloft is not tied to the ship's engines moving forward. So even if we aren't moving forward, you're still staying in the air.
Okay.
Yeah, the lifting things don't require spell slots. It's the engines to move around that require spell slots.
Okay.
Any other questions?
So just making sure, how much weeks? 1 or 2?
1.
Okay.
You have 1 week. As for how long it'll take for you to get there, I don't know. It depends on a lot of things.
For the ship to stop once it runs out, because if we just hand wave momentum, then I can just stop. Then we can just stop filling spell slot, and it'll continue to move forward.
Right. I need to calculate momentum, but for the most, for like a ship, because I haven't done like inertia scaling or anything. But for the most part, my rule of thumb is that, as long as you have the engines running like once every other hour or something, then it should be able to maintain a speed. Let's just say for a second that if you did one every other hour, then it would be as if you're moving through difficult terrain, so it'd be 30 feet instead of 60.
Okay.
That's a good comparable speed. So, like, over a 24-hour period, you've moved, let's say, 40 feet per turn or whatever, because of some of the times when you didn't have full power.
Okay, so basically, it would take an hour to fully stop moving, basically.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say that, like, it takes a minute to lose 10 feet of speed, we could call it. A minute to lose 10 feet of speed. So that means that it would take... Well, no, because 10 minutes to move, 10... Whatever. A minute per foot of speed would be 10 minutes, so that'd be an hour. So yeah, no, that would be an hour. An hour to lose all of your speed.
Okay.
Does that sound fine to you, Surtur? Because that sounds fine to me in terms of math.
I mean, I don't care. It's a nice, simple number. I don't care if it's logical, and I don't want to look it up.
I don't really care if it's accurate. It's a fantasy vehicle running on magic engines.
Yes. We're trying to apply real world physics to a different realm with magic and shit.
While Vox is just turning everyone upside down.
I'm sorry, I'm half tired, so my inner chaos gremlin's coming out.
It's fine.
Can I get access to the character sheet?
For the Deep Dragon?
Yeah.
I thought you had that.
No one is able to access it right now. So
oh god, Silvestro's turning upside down. This is...
I mean, Sylvester's technically up on the mountains. In this case, yeah, this one specifically for that. Where is the thing? What's your name? Sagat the
That's
Wolf.
a
That's
cat
why.
wolf.
You are now able to access the Young Deep Dragon. Other than that, I think. Sorry, go ahead, Surtur.
No, I'm good.
Okay, I think we're all done here. Is there anything anyone else would like to do or say?
The post my reaction to Sylvester upside down is just this cat.
Okay. If no one has anything else, then I guess I'm just gonna call the stream here because I'm pretty done, and we're at a good stopping point.
How much time would the different roles take each day? Because we're still moving now in midair, so I'm not sure we're going to have 24 to have the full like 18 or 20 hours do what we want, depending on
Anyone manning a senior crew role cannot do training because it's not only taking up your time, but it's also taking up your amount of hard work per day that you can realistically do. So basically, let's say the 12 hours or what, assuming there's shifts, the 12 hours that you're manning your role are equivalent to the 8 hours of hard training that you'd be doing before.
Okay.
So if you tried to also train on top of that, that'd be a lot of exhaustion checks.
So, Bug, I was wrong.
Oh.
Edward does not have a +5 to con, he has a +6.
Okay. That's minor. But yes, so you are correct, Surtur, that you are unable to train on the ship realistically. You can read books and maybe no, because you can't read books of magical knowledge. You can read like regular books.
You can't read books of magical knowledge?
You cannot read books of magical knowledge because those require your entire focus for 16 hours, if you remember, or something like that.
I mean, I can cheese it with Finn's workshop, but
yeah, you can cheese the works of Finn's workshop. You'll still have access to Finn's
And I could cheese it with Edward and the Phantom, both being constructs.
Yeah, but they don't have access to Finn's workshop because they're constructs. They actually have less people that do.
I don't mean using Finn's workshop. I mean just the fact that they don't need sleep, so they can just the books in their downtime.
I'm aware of that. I'm just saying that they're actually less broken than what Surtur described. But yes,
fair. Dracula could cheese it by going to Finn's workshop then.
Yes, and he can also ask for his stuff back.
Weirdly enough, the construct, unless they can get 3 people doing shift, they wouldn't have time for books of magical knowledge because the book of magical knowledge specifically says 16 hours in a week per day.
Yeah. So there would be no time for that other than in Finn's workshop. So yeah, the statues don't have enough time.
Edward doesn't, but Phantom does, because Phantom's not doing a roll.
Yes, Phantom's not doing it. But Edward's 24 hours being the quartermaster. I like to think he's just, since he doesn't need to sleep, he's just always on his shift.
Yes.
That way
It's
he
a good
doesn't need
sentry.
to switch out with someone.
God damn, it's just Dracula. Dracula's just like, he's just on sentry duty. Guardian music starts playing.
That would be Dread, because Dread is always watching out his lookout 24 hours per day. Zokorai leaves him there to do that, while Zokorai just inspects the ship and often gives snark remarks about how shoddily built the ship is.
I'm gonna say this right now. Next session, Dracula's gonna have his items back.
Yeah, though they're not going to be exactly the same, but in some ways they're going to be improved. We'll talk about that between sessions in text chat.
Ooh, that's going to be good.
Because Zokorai is going to make them, and if he's going to make an item, he's going to make a damn good item.
I edited Val Darkstar at the Young Dragon.
2 more questions that just came up.
What's the question? Oh, important question. Did they bring tea and beer? Is someone doing the King of the World stuff? No. Yeah. I don't know. Did anyone bring tea or beer?
Yes. Dracula brought the beer, and Edward brought the tea.
Okay. Tea
Edward
and
is the
beer
type-
have been brought.
Edward is the.
I'm going to assume it's either Torun or Ragnarchild asking the question. Hi.
Bogaron, actually.
Bogaron.
No.
I'm gonna let you know, Edward is the type to drink tea even though he physically can't.
Yeah,
He physically can't, or he physically does not have to.
he
wants
physically
to.
can't because he is made of solid stone and doesn't actually have a mouth that opens. Like, it doesn't actually lead anywhere when he opens it.
He just likes the feeling.
Like, he has a dwarven physique and face, but if you look in his mouth, it's just... where the throat is, it just ends. It's just a stone alcove.
The fact that he knows Common and speaks out telepathy is a miracle.
Yeah, and he technically can't even physically speak. He always speaks through telepathy. Yay, no abandoned ship acquired. Where is the rum gone?
He's just spending most of his time casting the cantrip message.
It is
Yeah.
good.
Alright, so
You're
on...
gonna- I thought you fully fleshed it out, like, off stream. Oh wait, you're not on stream.
No, I'm still on stream. I haven't technically ended the stream.
So would I have to the
Pouring it into ears, that will do.
Jaydon, would it basically count as Jaydon training into a proficiency with the Kai?
Yes. Basically, Jaydon would be training... I would be training Jaydon, but not by training him in that way. It would be by him doing the job and Jaydon watching.
Okay.
So, there we go.
And actually, I just got a new question.
What's the question?
Does the spell slot just keep existing all the time? Because with only Kai flying the ship, well, we're getting like 21 hours worth of spell slots for what I would assume would be 12 hours of flight.
It would just keep flying regardless of whether there's a captain there present. The captain doesn't need to be there to keep the engine flying. All the captain does is steer the ship.
Okay, so it was my exact thought that I have, like, cruise ships, how, just either take ships or, like, they have autopilot.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically all Kai does is that he steers the ship as well as controls how fast it goes, like how much power he puts into the engines. But he keeps on full blast anyway, so... So basically the ship will just keep running till it runs out of fuel, and all he needs to do is just go in, like, course correct and stuff. The senior crew member roles only really become important when combat starts. Other than that, they're just kind of more relaxing sort of things. It's like, yeah, okay, just do your little thing. Besides that, you can just sit there and read and stuff. The only difference is you have to be on call for in case anything happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't be distracted doing something else.
So the big one that I was wondering is, how do we calculate me spamming Vital Sacrifice and Cure Wounds into the engine?
Spamming Vital Sacrifice and First Level Spell Slots into the engines. We will do that off camera. Not right now.
Yeah, because there are rolls involved. It's
Yep.
like, do we go with average? Do we go with...
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll use mob combat rules for that one, which I explained in D&D announcements, but I'll explain in Vibe Call when we get later. But yeah, Rattle, we will also finish your sheet off camera as well, because I wanted to get the transformation at the end of the session, but if you remember, I said we're going to work on your sheet after the session.
Okay.
And besides that, is there any other questions and things we need to cover on stream before I end the stream? Guild says if the engine dies, it will glide anyway, and they have fuel, or at least know how much fuel is left. Yeah, you always know how much fuel is left, and the ship will still stay aloft even without fuel. It's not like you'll fall out of the sky unless someone comes by and shoots down your floaty
The lift
bits.
part. Mhm.
Also, there is some natural speed in the ship because it's not really visible here, but the ship has sails in addition to the wings and the engine. So it does still have some baseline speed, even without engine power. It's just like 10 feet a turn. It's really slow. And that entirely depends on how much wind there is.
Hmm.
So if someone had a control weather spell, that could help that.
Wait, I think Edward does. Wait, does he? No, he doesn't. I thought he had the spell book for it, ironically.
No, it's like an 8th level spell or something.
I do kind of control the weather.
Yeah, Kai can control the weather. He does indeed have the ability to do that.
No, I
Would
can't.
he? I don't know.
I kind of do from my class.
Oh, right. Are you Storm Sorcerer, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have some ability to control the wind, so you can put some extra wind behind the sails using your thing.
Yep.
So there we go. Oh, nice. Even better. Yeah. If they didn't die, they're glad anyway. Yeah, they do have giant sails on here. We'll get a better image of the surface later. This is a placeholder until we can get a better one from Jaydon. But yeah, in case you guys don't remember, for the people at home, this speed of 60 feet per turn is being calculated from all the engines, which all of the engines are 3 sails, 8 propellers, 8 turbines. Yeah, 8 propellers, 8 turbines, and 3 sails. The 3 sails are the thing that have variable things. It also has 6 bays, 3 crow's nests, 5 Stratos buoys, and 1 buoy made out of skybow amber.
Only one.
Because he didn't have enough skybow amber. He put all of his skybow amber into that one buoy.
I thought.
Go ahead.
No, nobody else gave it to him. I thought Katang was there before he gone.
He did, but he put all of that into this one buoy. It has like as much skybow amber as he could get all into here. Each of the Stratos buoys has 10,000 feet of lift. And the skybow amber one is variable depending on how hot it is. It can have more or less because of the weirdness of how skybow amber works.
Mm-hmm.
And it only lifts to the height of the highest buoy, with all the other ones providing half of their height in terms of support. So you'll only go up to 10,000 feet unless the skybow amber one happens to lift them higher than that. It's hot. But they will maintain 10,000 feet of height even without fuel, because it's just a natural lifting force.
10,000 feet?
Yeah, it's pretty high in the air.
Yeah.
And that's, by the way, calculating it against the weight of the vehicle. The captain does have the ability to change how much the buoys are lifting. So he can lower it if he needs to, which is how you're able to like dock and stuff. But it's more like similar to a hot air balloon or something, how it works. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. The specifics do not matter. I'm just going after the rules.
I'm gonna just end it off with Dracul just saying what he said to you.
Yeah. Jesus, it's a big boy. Yeah. So Guildfly, if you didn't know, this thing weighs 44 tons. Without any weapons, it weighs 44 tons. With weapons, as it is currently now, it weighs 170 tons. Or 3,400,000 pounds. Sorry, 340,000 pounds. This thing is a fucking massive ship. It's big.
With all the people on it, it's probably a couple more tons now.
Sure, yeah. And yet these lifting things are so strong, and there's so many of them, that they're able to still lift this thing 10,000 feet into the air. That's part of the reason why the ship's engines are only able to go 60 feet per turn. Is because of how fucking heavy it is.
Mhm. I don't care how fast it goes, just make it fucking invincible.
Yep, that was Sylvester's
Basically-
order. He did not care how fast it went, just make it invincible. And Finreal was like, okay. So he made a giant... This ship is the equivalent of, oh lord, he coming.
It's a chunker!
It's a chunky boy.
It's a chunker!
Okay. And with that, with the chunker ship, I will end the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching, if indeed you still are. Thank you Ghostfly for hanging out in the chat. Thank you all of my players for having a wonderful session. And I'll see you all next time.